And are we live? Wonderful. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the penultimate game of the 6th annual Roll Plus Bond charity stream, where we'll be playing Capes in the Dark. Thank you, everyone, first, for joining us for our 6th anniversary stream. And thank you to everyone who has donated thus far. Presently, we are at, let me check this fucking website. God damn, 3,980,000 pounds. Presently, we have a goal of 4,700. We've exceeded our original goal multiple times over. But again, if you want to donate anything, that'd be great. For those of you who are just joining our stream, we are in the final hours of our annual 72-hour charity stream. This year, we're raising funds for medical assistance for Palestinians. In their own words, MAP, quote, works for the health and dignity of Palestinians living under occupation and as refugees by providing direct medical assistance as well as fortifying local medical infrastructure by Palestinians for Palestinians. If you would like to make a donation at any point during the stream, we would greatly appreciate it, and we will give you shout outs during the stream as well. If you need the donation link, you can write, I think, is the bot enabled to where you could just write exclamation point donate? They'll be put into the chat intermittently throughout the stream, or you could visit the link on screen. That is going to be donate.rollplusbond.com. And yes, the Roll Plus Bond bot is also functioning. I will repeat that one more time. Donate.rollplusbond.com to donate today. Now, I've been doing a little bit of a radio voice thus far, so you might be wondering, who the fuck am I? I'll be your facilitator for the evening, Coffee Johnson. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a game designer and digital artist. You might know me from the blue hand on the poster and assets for this year. And also for all of the art and assets you're going to be seeing specifically for Capes in the Dark on stream today. You can find my work at awcoffeebeans.itch.io or at awcoffeebeans on all social media except for Twitter because fucking hate Twitter. Let's introduce the rest of our wonderful Capes in the Dark team. Joining me today, who would like to go first?
Sure. Hi, my name is Siri. I use she, her pronouns. Let's see. Do I have websites? Am I on websites? Maybe. Uh,
Whatever you
I
want to
think.
share.
The one I mostly use is Tumblr, and I'm like kind of on Blue Sky. I'm at silenced dash Uzi on Tumblr. That's me. I mostly reblog stuff.
Awesome possum. Next.
It's me, HB. I am, of course, referred to with the pronouns they, them. And you can find my work at gm36.itch.io if you're interested. For the low, low price of free. That's right, the low, low price of free.
I love free. HB is one of my fave game designers. I'm really happy I get to be working with them today. So please, please, please check out their stuff. Next in line.
Hi, I'm Rose. I use the pronouns she and her. And if you know where to find me on Tumblr, I'm deeply sorry. And I'm not going to be putting that information on the stream. But I hope everybody has a good time.
Last but certainly not least.
Hi, I'm Ren. She, they pronouns. I am currently not on anything. Twitter died, and I made the choice, the commitment to not move on to Blue Sky and just live a better life. And you know what? It's been good.
What a
Proud of you.
beautiful and
Yeah.
blessed existence you live.
Thank you.
All right, just getting all my stuff organized. Now, I gotta ask, what are we playing today? We are going to be playing Capes in the Dark by Anna Murphy and Rosetta Puya Divine. It is a Forged in the Dark game. about superpower people and how they affect the communities around them. Version 1.1 just released with brand new rules and an amazing cover by the ever talented Yuri Runnell. Um, for those of you wondering about the PSP ass graphics, I was looking at playthroughs of Persona 3 Portable because I wanted to know what was up with Aegis, and that inspired me to do all of this weird bullshit. So if you like it, that's great. If you don't like it, don't tell me. Now, is there anything I have missed, friends and folks? I don't think so.
I think you got it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think we're good here.
Splendid.
Thank
This
you,
is a
everyone. Let's
superhero-
go home.
Hooray!
We did it.
We did it! This
Good job.
is a superhero game. So, in the grand tradition of comics, we'll begin with a short introduction of our party of pernicious punks. HB, let's start with you. Can you tell me who you will be playing today?
Oh, well, thank you very much for singling me out first. I am, of course, playing Marsha Prangle, also known as Producer. She is, as you might expect, the producer of this entire punk venture that we're doing, and her power is that she can generate somewhere in the area of $10,000 American in a day and move it around like real discreet-like. As a result, she's perpetually in trouble with the IRS, but, you know, she's fairly well liked and can also, like, do all sorts of funny stuff. And yeah, I think that's more or less everything. Oh yeah, her drive is to hype this shit up beyond all reason. Her background is that she lost all her dreams growing up in this town and found friends she died for. And her origin is that God's broken heart showed me money is fucking fake, baby, and so is reality.
That's so unbelievably beautiful. Next up, Siri.
Hello. I'm going to be playing Marsh's sister, Minnie Prangle, also known as Splatter! Exclamation point. The exclamation point is important. She is, as I said, Marsha's little sister, who also kind of ran away to join this punk life with her, but is way out of her league in a lot of ways. So she snuck out with them to when God's broken heart appeared and got latched onto by a bunch of little gooey nudibranch looking alien symbiotes that she can use to make clones of herself or to do like funny little parkour Spider-Man style web swinging and whatnot. Background is starry-eyed little sister. Drive is to prove I'm not just a poser. Origin is latched onto by alien symbiotes. There we go.
Beautiful. Ren, I believe you're up next.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, today I will be playing Violet Green, aka the Corpse Bride. My playbook in this game is the Turncoat, which means that I worked for a previous Capes team before joining up with the team here. I was in this collective punk scene with everyone else, and then was there when we all got powers. But once I got my powers, I became very disillusioned by like the punk scene as a whole, became very, very nihilistic, ran away to join a team called the 11th Hour, who want to end the world. And then kind of have a moment in which, oh, you guys are actually serious about like ending reality. maybe I should rethink my position a bit. And then kind of rejoin the punk scene. My powers are the ability to manipulate and animate the dead with shadows. I think the way I've described it before is like, you know, like Shikamaru from Naruto, but like I could like just do that with just like dead bodies.
Like
Yeah.
the puppet guy from Naruto.
Yeah. Oh yeah, or that too. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's what's going on with me.
Great. And finally, we have Rose.
Hi. today I'm playing as BB, who is our visionary for the party. Her cape name is Bleed. She was a kind of gig worker between a ton of jobs. Briefly dated an extremely corporate superhero named Architect, who I'm sure is going to have nothing to do with today's session, even a little bit. And then she got into the punk scene. When the situation happened with God's Broken Heart, she fell into its shadow, pulled a bit of it into herself, and has been racked by dreams and visions and the ability to go into and out of art like it's a physical space. She's uh, kind of serving as an agitator for the group, really trying to get a lot of the local punks motivated and getting other stuff out in the Capes community. And I'm really excited to play her today.
Hell fucking yes. All right. Thank you, everyone, for introducing your wonderful characters. Now, as an introductory scene, I want the entire, like, I just want everybody to imagine the Heartbreaker crew crowded in front of a television in their base, the nearest train station to God's Broken Heart. We'll tell you about what God's Broken Heart is in a second. In terms of like what visuals I would like to have like at top of mind for the session, everything should be thought of through the lens of a comic book, and specifically like those weird ass indie comic books that do experimental shit. Simply because I like those more. So if we were to imagine the scene as a comic book page, I think we would get an overhead shot of the base itself in a 2-page spread. It's this very large train station that has been abandoned and then overrun and then sort of converted into a hideout for punks, vagrants, and other undesirables that have left the city itself and entered the zone as a place of safe harbor. So there's a lot of graffiti. There's a lot of like broken up boards. There's like tents everywhere. It's a rather large train station, but it's itself a strange collage of sort of a big train station, like a photo of a train station, and also miscellaneous art details, as it is, in fact, again, a halfway house for punks. The television, which all of you are crowded around, is, I imagine, a retro futurist like black and white CRT. It's white, it's round, it's very shapely. And on the screen, there's a reporter. I don't have a face cast because they're not important, but they sort of smile vacantly at the camera, relaying their teleprompter with placid disinterest. They say, "For those of you just joining us, the celebrity superhero Impulse was found dead just a few hours ago. His body was located inside the contamination zone, colloquially referred to as God's Broken Heart, or just the zone. His body was identified by his teammate Impulse, who had this, or rather, Legacy, pardon me, who had this to say." We cut to a panel of Legacy sullen, looking into a camera. Legacy is a black college student with braided hair and exhausted face. You normally see them in their superhero outfit, but right now they're, out of uniform, as it is, in fact, a morose atmosphere. And they say, "We had convened with the Heartbreakers after our scuffle last week, and we found Impulse. It was like he was erased." We then cut to a panel displaying your fight with the influencers last week, where they had mistaken you for Impulse's kidnappers and sought to rescue him. They only decided to cooperate with you after you kicked their ass and distributed the tapes, so, it's not the best relationship. Legacy continues, "I know we had our differences with the Heartbreakers, but they did a good thing today. A really good thing, and I'm grateful." We then cut to a panel of your team scrapping against the influencers featuring Legacy, Impulse, and BB, your ex and present rival, Architect. The reporter says, "Cape's oversight group, Kiwi, said that due to the nature of the zone, it is highly probable that Impulse was killed in some sort of paranormal accident. However, American federal authorities say that they are investigating his death as a potential homicide. Impulse was only 22 years old at the time of his death. He will be survived by his teammates, Legacy, and Architect. We then cut to Architect and Legacy and some still shots, smiling on screen. Architect was not available for comment at time of broadcast. As at this point that the news transitions, but there are a couple of notable things that are happening on the ticker tape underneath the reporter's sort of desk. First, 3 injured at a Las Vegas Sphere incident. Who knows what that could be about? Cape satellite program hacked, and of particular attention to all of you, paranormal incidents surge near God's broken heart. So, here's the plan. Something is going to go down at the heart of the zone, likely involving the 11th hour sometime in the next couple of days. If you do not stop it, it is highly probable that something terrible will happen. So, who would like to start their legwork first, unless there are any questions?
Yeah, gosh, how should we describe God's broken heart to our viewers?
Well, it's a great thing that we have this slide coming up on screen because it's sort of like a huge plumb bob that exists somewhere in between reality and unreality, an absence and both a presence.
It's missing a chunk right now, right?
Oh yeah, it's missing a chunk big time. Possibly related to the impulse incident that was never conducted, but I'm willing to give you that one for free.
Somebody broke it even worse.
Somebody broke my fucking heart twice. It
Oh
sucks.
man, broke it again. I just got finished putting it back together. Oh,
Oh God, I can't believe they've done this to you.
I'm gonna need so much
It
more spray
happened.
paint.
God, you just give too much of yourself to other people.
Let's see. So, do, we still? I didn't BB find out that? Did BB find out that the 11th hour had something to do with it?
No, so BB went looking for evidence of impulse with Architect. It was totally fine and normal. And after Architect left, BB got jumped by someone who retook the glove that Impulse had found from the 11th hour, but I don't know that BB had any information to put all that together the way that Impulse had. And
Okay.
also BB woke up fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, they left a sort of gnarly handprint on both your
Yeah.
fleshy form and your incorporeal form. So it's possible that it was the cape known as Proteus associated with the 11th hour, but it could also be somebody else. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm sure that if someone knew Proteus and saw that BB had like a kind of handprint curling around her shadow or up her person when she was entering her bleed, that maybe they could put two and two together, but certainly BB couldn't.
Someone who knows Proteus. I think I think if like maybe this is the scene, like Violet hasn't seen you since like this instance happened, and like we're all out in like the living room, like whatever, like rec room
Yeah.
space, question mark at this train station watching the TV.
Right.
I think she's just like can't stop looking at it. Like she knows what this is, but she doesn't want it to be real. And I think it's staring at like a way that like maybe you don't get to that part, but staring at a way where it's like, kind of gross, just like looking at this like handprint you have on you now permanently. And I think she just kind of gets up after this. It's like I have to go, and just walks out.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mhm.
think BB snaps out enough to like look at her leave, doesn't make any effort to stop her, but is just like was clearly too dialed in to the reeling photo of Impulse's, kind of statement, and then Architect wasn't available for comment, and she's putting some stuff together that she's gonna have to go check on.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm down to be the first person to do legwork here. If everyone's good with that.
Yeah, there's one thing
Um,
that happens before then.
Oh,
Which,
oh,
Yes.
yeah, which is that the rec room space in particular is like in front of like a set of stairs, because I think we move it
Mhm.
around depending on how we feel on a given week. And I think producer, or actually Marcia in this situation, I think she doesn't have the sunglasses on, her hair is down, and she looks to everybody else and just goes like, "Can you believe we were barely in that report?" And I think she kicks the TV down the stairs.
oh my god!
Hey,
Fuck
they're
you!
shitheads, everybody. We love them.
What do we even do this for?
Um,
Hey,
Right.
when that CRTV breaks, does it like crack and hiss, or does it make some weirder stuff? Given that we're in the zone and some weird shit is happening around here.
I think some stuff starts. I think some stuff starts to kind of ooze out of it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
like
steaming static.
yeah, and the static is resembled like a cartoon ghost that's pouring out of it. Like the soul of it was released as if it was
Oh,
a cursed
cool.
object.
Oh, good.
Good lord. I think Minnie jumps a little bit at that. She's been pretty off kilter since finding Impulse's arm, and sort of mumble. I right now I don't really mind it.
That's so unfortunate because your train station's gonna be haunted forever. You know that now, right? This is me as the
No.
GM saying it. It's haunted forever. We're never gonna touch these characters again after the stream, but
Ah,
just so
This
you know,
is
they're gonna have
haunted.
to deal
it's
with
haunted.
it.
the last train
That's
station,
the
God's
that's the
broken
next
heart.
start. That's the next start. Um,
You just wake up with like a hankering for coffee being sold to you by evil Muppets, and you're just like, what? What's Wilkins?
That's a
yeah,
great
it's fine.
pull for fucked up commercials. Anyway, do we want to get into legwork?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Ren, you said you wanted to go first.
yeah. I mean, I think Violet's just gonna go hit up someone for the 11th hour. Let me take a
Great.
look at the members to see who I feel like she most likely has the most positive current relationship with.
Yeah,
Um,
I can tell you off the front that if somebody is going to like you, it's Acid Rain,
yeah,
and then Proteus is pretty neutral about you, and then Eschaton kind of fucking hates you.
yeah, that feels
So-
right. Yeah. So like, I think I still have Acid Rain in my contacts. Um,
Awesome.
and yeah, I think I just do I phone or do I text? I think I just text, and it's just like the name of a. Hold on, let me look at the map. Maybe we have a fun place where this could be.
Texting somebody, "Hey, did you kill this guy?"
Hey, did you kill this guy?
You killed this?
Did you kill us? Looking for 11th hour territory. I think I just say like yeah, like Bard Point Marina. Meet you in 15.
You get a double thumbs up emoji, and then a angel innocence emoji with the pray hands emoji,
Oh no.
and then radio silence.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't even think I like check my phone. I think I'm just like on my motorcycle, just like whipping down there.
Oh my god, you have a motorcycle? Are you in the wedding gear?
No, I'm in like civilian look, not
Got it.
not the superhero look. Which yeah. So my mundane look. I have here big round nerdy glasses and neutral colored sweaters, long black hair done up in pigtails, black leggings and Converse shoes. I think I also have maybe a long red kind of coat too. Yeah. And I take off.
So Bard Point Marina, is I think the most touristy that it can get in Point Peninsula. Point Peninsula is, for those just joining us and who have perhaps never heard of this campaign setting before, which to me is as familiar as the back of my hand. Um, Point Peninsula is located on the border of Ontario province and upstate New York. Is sort of like straddling the mouth of Lake Ontario. So Bard Point Marina is actually looking out towards Lake Ontario, and I I know people live in upstate New York, but this is you know this is a place that's sort of extremely downwind of New York City. Um, to the point where it having any tourist stuff at all is mostly about colonial history. But Bard Point Marina is where all of the touristy locations are. It's where you get your novelty stuff. I visited Point Peninsula. There's like a statue there. It's kind of lame. It's only as big as a strip mall. But what time of day are you coming here?
I think late afternoon feels right.
Yeah, and of course, because it's the north, the sun is almost setting.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see standing on the pier a young woman who looks far more tired than any young woman should be, with long flowing black hair, sort of loose, baggy clothes, kind of frumpy, but she herself is rather gangly, with black angel wings tucked in to her back, sort of staring out over the marina. And a wispy sort of vapor forms a impromptu halo around her head. She sees you approaching, but she doesn't sort of acknowledge you.
Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of like walking up beside her, not really making eye contact, but close enough where it's I know I'm here.
It's been a while, Vi.
Yeah, it has. How have you been?
Honestly, pretty fucking shitty. But we deal.
Mm-hmm. We do deal. And I think with that kind of turns to actually properly make eye contact with her for the first time. And says, "Hey, what are you guys doing?"
What?
I know the effect Proteus has. I can tell when he's, done something to someone.
Are you joking right now? What are you talking about? Oh, your friend, right? Your new friend. Yeah, well, she was hanging on to some property that didn't belong to her, so, you know, you had to get back. Sorry.
I think takes a second. It's I just I know I've done it before, but just can you not just reconsider? Eschaton, Proteus, they're a bit farther gone, but you're a good person, Trinity.
She sort of looks at you with those tired eyes, and she leans down towards your shirt and says, "Why, yes, officer. Of course I'll reform myself."
I'm not fucking like have a wire on me. Like, what are you doing?
Well, I know for a fact that your ass went to fucking Empower Project headquarters. What are you doing?
Yeah, because I need to fucking like leave this life behind me. That's what they do. They are the people you go to, and they help clean up the mess and like allow you to re-enter society. We've done bad things, but that
Wow.
doesn't mean we can't be forgiven.
Re-entering society. That sounds so awesome. Let me ask you, do you want to work the 9 to 5 that kills you to death, or would you like to be constantly paranoid on the streets? Which option would you prefer in your sort of positionality in society?
I want the position in which the world goes on and things don't just end. Like, cool, I work a 9 to 5 that kills me. You all are like trying to kill existence.
No, we're not. She sort of looks smugly at you. Not anymore. We've given up. We fucked up. We fucked up. Wait, sorry. Why should I even be talking to you about this? You left.
I think like the instant like that kind of turn, like there's this. Wait, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean you fucked up? Like,
Roll me something for this downtime action to get more out of her.
mm-hmm. I think this is a connect. I think I'm being very open and honest here. Yeah, so that'll be 1 dice, and I am going to push myself and take 2 stress to add another die here.
Wonderful.
Perfect. I got a 4.
Not the worst option. So you get some information. Let's see here. She says, she looks at you, Violet, and she says, "Look, we're done with this whole fucking song and dance. I know you and your little team of assholes, right? Just want to play pretend with every other cape in the city. Like, ooh, you're so vicious. Ooh, you're so bad. When in reality, you're collecting checks the same way that they are by staging your little fucking fights. That's fine. We're out. Done. We have our bunker that you're not allowed in anymore because of all the shit you pulled. We've got a power source, and we're going to stay in there for the next 10 years. And for us, it'll feel like a week. We figured it out, Vi. We're out. Done. Gone."
I just realized something real quick too. I have a move here specifically that was kind of applicable to this.
Yeah, let me
If
hear
we
it.
want to add some more thing, I have the move Fraternize with the enemy. When you reach out to people from your previous life to gather information, gain +1 result level, but they ask something in return.
Yes. Okay. So that actually upgrades it to 6. She says,
Yes.
"We wanted this. We wanted to change the world so bad. But we fucked up. We killed one of the big dogs. Because you know us, we don't like to play pretend like you do. For us, everything's fucking real." She sort of looks away. "And now, we're out. No
Mhm.
more 11th hour." Which might be good for your business, since you'll be the last villain team. She puts up air quotes in the city.
Yeah. You know, I'm happy for you all, really. That, at the very least, you seem to have got your shit sorted out. But also, like, you shouldn't be messing with God's broken heart. Like,
I didn't
that's.
say anything about that. What the fuck do you know?
I.
This is the question in return. What do you know?
Okay. Oh God. Yeah. What are all the things that Violet knows about God's broken heart at this point in time? Is there like, because I think at this point it's just like the powers we've gotten. Or actually, great question. To Rose. If you talked about what's been happening with you lately in context to God's broken heart from the last downtime?
Yeah, I'm sure that there's been some weirdness around the train station where you start to see art like coming off of the walls like it's a 3D image. Um, where she's been showing that she has new powers. Uh, and if she was asked about it, she would have been like, "Yeah, I got rolled and I woke up dreaming of the broken heart and it was."
Yeah.
So to
It was
clarify, what the fuck do you know? It is rather,
it was pretty
how did you
bad.
come to make this
And also warns you
connection?
not to go to Moe's for like a
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Rose.
oh, how I like connected with God's broken heart. Yeah, I think she would be like, "Yeah, we were looking into impulse and then she got jumped and she wasn't sure by who." But in waking up from it, she could tell that they were wielding a bit of God's broken heart and that wielding that power had affected her deeply. Um, and she came
Let
back.
me
Oh,
let me
go ahead.
clarify one more time. I apologize.
Mhm.
Perhaps I'm speaking unclearly.
Sure.
Um, by asking this question of I, it is rather not a question about the capabilities of God's broken heart nor how are they related to the team, but rather the investigation that has been happening over the sessions that have been off screen the stream. So sort of
Mm-hmm.
like, how did you know that we were interacting with God's broken heart in the first place? Who else knows about this? That's sort of the question itself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
So
think of it.
so BB doesn't know that it's the 11th hour, but does know that she was attacked by whoever is meddling with it. Um, and would give that
Mhm.
information to uh, give that information to Violet.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think Violet has enough information from bits and pieces here. I think Violet's just like, listen, fucking, and like puts her like head on her forehead. And she's like, like okay, the fucking influencer showed up and started wrecking our shit and was like, "Where's Impulse? Where's Impulse?" And so like some of the other fucking some of my other friends, they they have like some complicated relationship. I think like some of them used to date and then like they went and helped them out. And then they learned that Impulse was dead. And then you guys went and took back Impulse's glove. That's how I put this together.
Okay, first, it was Proteus's glove. And second, I'm very glad to see that you've graduated from junior informant to senior officer. You're working with the fucking influencers? Jesus Christ. She sort of
We
puts her hand on her head.
we weren't working with them. Did you not see the tapes? We went out, we beat the shit out of them.
I've been neck fucking deep in trying to make sure that we aren't all fucking caught for accidentally. She looks around at the pier, but she just realizing is a public location, and she says, "For fucking killing a superhero, come on, man,
Yeah, well then why the fuck did you kill a superhero?
it was an accident."
How you accidentally kill a superhero?
Eschaton was like, "God, I don't have to explain myself to you. Oh my God, you're the cop."
I'm not the cop. Oh my
Yeah.
god. We're
Listen,
this is the worst. We're the cops to the people who aren't cops, and then we're the fucking enemy to the actual cops. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying you're ideologically and sort of socially in the position of being a police officer. So oink oink, fuck off, pig.
I
Lose my
literally
number.
what? Whatever. Just stop messing with God's broken heart.
You're not going to see me for the next 10 years. It's not important to you. So, fucking bye.
Does she just walk away?
She turns into vinegar, and then for a second thinks better of it and turns into lemon juice, and passes over you to sting you in the eyes as she flies away.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like, oh, don't do, and then like just ow, fuck, god damn it, fucking hate when she does that. And yeah, I think Violet just goes to leave.
That's a lot of information. Who would
Mm-hmm,
like to go next?
I have an idea for legwork.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, I think what I want to do is so did we get like footage that proved that like something was missing from God's Broken Heart?
So the way y'all came into this information is that splatters, parasitic symbiote slugs, were able to transform into the broken visage of God's broken heart. During the first mission, that information was not followed up on, but it was something to indicate to you that something had gone wrong in the sort of temporal reality that is presently the zone in Point Peninsula.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, in that case, if there's something gone wrong, if something's gone wrong with God's Broken Heart, I think it's time to do a little investigation.
Excellent. How are you investigating this?
Drones and probes and shit like that.
Great.
Send a bunch of drones to like survey the area from like without and see if there's like any traces of like who might have done this and where might they who might have been messing with it, what their entry point might have been, where they might have gone.
Yeah, so specifically because God's Broken Heart is like the zone from Stalker or Roadside Picnic in that it resists being not only observed but mapped in a way that drones lend itself to. I'm not sure if I should give you -1D for this.
Well, let me phrase it in a much more rewarding way then.
Okay.
What I am going to do is I'm going to try and survey the surrounding area because there's like there's a sort of more porous area around like around the zone as such, where I think if people were like coming in and coming out, they would have probably left some trace because like people don't maintain it. Like people are afraid to go there. There's like an exclusion zone, like it's much larger than the truly unobservable zone.
Mhm. Okay, awesome. In that case, then, roll the relevant stat.
Yeah, I think I'm aiming for investigate here.
Splendid.
Let me just quickly roll this. That's a 2.
That is a 2. So, as was mentioned at the top of the episode, paranormal incidents surrounding the zone and God's Broken Heart itself have been on the rise, sort of indicating an increased instability, which means that the surrounding area itself is also kind of wonky. What you do know about God's Broken Heart and about the zone itself is that, unlike Stalker, where it's sort of positioned as a vast wilderness, this is a section of like the shoreline and lake itself of Lake Ontario that has been captured, or rather reconfigured, transfigured, transformed into an impossible space. And because of that, you could guess possibly that the best method of entrance would be the just going through the lake itself. I mean, that's how most people do it. But there could also be a way in the forest lining the shore of Lake Ontario. You simply don't know.
Yeah. I think I, conduct a superficial survey of like who might have gone in there, when they might have gone in there, if anybody's seen anything, that kind of vibe.
Splendid. Awesome. So you still get that level of information. So maybe a boat passes through there every so often. That's as best as you can get.
Yeah. Well, all right. We'll figure out some other way to to pin who did it.
Wonderful. Who would like to go next?
I have a thought.
Ooh.
Here comes a thought.
Da, 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 da. So I'm going to try and find a breadcrumb trail.
Ooh,
Out of character, I have a suggestion for where this might lead.
let's hear it.
But in character, Splatter's thoughts is that if there's a chunk taken out of God's broken heart, probably it's getting moved around the city. Might be getting moved by people who like want to turn it into a weapon or something. Everyone's out here making a big fucking laser. So my thought was I'm gonna start at the folks in our punk scene, some who might have some like criminal connections or other criminal connections, and then I want to follow the trail until I hopefully find where the piece of God's broken heart ended up.
Great. If you're working a network, then that sounds like an affinity action to me.
Yes, I was thinking connect. Out of character, I was thinking this might lead to Atelier.
I'll let you know. Let's see what you
Okay,
roll.
yeah. Yes. Do I want to push myself here? I love
I mean, hey,
stress.
that's
I love
we love stress.
I love stress. I'm gonna start out the next mission with almost half my stress filled up. That's good.
I love stress.
I love stress. Yummy. 5.
5. Okay. Siri, I am so sorry about doing this to you every single time you roll to figure out something about God's broken heart, but you get the sort of horror situation.
Cool.
Tibbetts Point Lighthouse is commonly associated with Atelier. They are a cyberpunk adjacent superhero team that works in sort of creating violent technology for the various Cape teams of both Toronto and New York City. They're that accomplished.
Dang.
So when you sort of show up at your door, you're anticipating something a little bit more lively. But what you find instead is mushrooms everywhere. It looks like the entire place has been overrun by mushrooms, sort of a Last of Us situation.
Oh, cool.
Except, not the gross kind, but like, like huge, like brown cap mushrooms. And what you find inside are the bodies of 2 Atelier members. The first is Saprophyte, who is a mushroom-themed cyberpunk super scientist, and who has been, again, overrun by mushrooms. And then secondarily, you find the body of Filter, who is no, it's not Filter. Who's the fucking James Duval looking ass?
The smuggler that I played in that downtime scene?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. That
Yeah.
is Colt. Colt is
Super.
also dead.
Oh no!
His body was mostly cybernetic parts anyway, but what flesh was there is mushroom now. And sort of finding, this is a very Bioshock sort of thing. You find the audio logs, so to speak, about Saprophyte talking about working on the piece of God's broken heart she was able to emulate, not procure, emulate from the 11th hour. You did find, however, that they had additional research, thinking that the 11th hour was holding something back. That piece of God's broken heart is inside the villain slash ex teammate of Corpse Bride, Eschaton. Her powers work in that she creates miniature black holes that take stuff into her body and then decompose them rapidly. Sort of cleaving, sort of like a racing space, and then bringing it into her. Unfortunately, that's not something you can do with God's broken heart.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we see the comic panel of like her standing in the doorway, eyes wide, and then a cut to her dumping the audio tapes on the table, all like covered in mycelium. And whoever's around in the train station, she'll just say, "Don't ask me how I found these, please. I don't want to think about it anymore. But I think we know who took it."
I think.
Oh wow! How'd you find these?
What did I just say? What did I just say? Listen,
Marsha.
they
I'm
were
just
with.
genuinely curious.
I tracked some leads. They were with Atelier, the gun guys, the guys who make the guns. I think they were trying to make a gun with it.
Cool. Did it
But
work?
no, they're dead. 2 of them are dead at least.
Unfortunate.
They died badly.
I think
Did they get killed by the gun they made?
I think
don't
BB
know.
is gonna like take a half step closer to Minnie and like go to put like a hand on her shoulder. This would be what, the second body that you have found in 48 hours? Less?
Yeah.
It's just like gonna
Yeah.
go to comfort her if she'll take it.
Yeah, she sort of shrinks a little, but yeah. No, I don't know what happened. I just found what was left over.
Yeah.
But they talk about the 11th hour in these. They talk about
Wow, these clowns are killing people left and right.
yeah.
We gotta put them down.
And I hope that Violet is also not here for this conversation, right?
No, I think Violet's still out.
Oh, cool. Good.
Uh,
Oh, fuck.
should we have a? I mean, we should talk to Violet about this, right?
Yeah. Do you mind calling her, texting her, or whatever?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I could do it.
And BB
His, like,
shoots
eyebrows
you.
raised, like.
Yeah, BB shoots you a sharp glare that's just like, you know why I didn't ask you.
What? What? We got a professional relationship.
You hate her.
I mean, yeah, but that's what makes it a professional relationship.
She's for the last fucking time she's with us, Marcia. I don't get your beef.
Well, you know, you two. Obviously, I'm ride or die with my sister, and obviously, you, BB, you're the star. Now, you know,
It's not.
You don't leave the heartbreakers and retain the same level of trust.
We're not a fucking celebrity crew. I'm not the star.
I just call it like I see it.
Well, stop seeing green, okay?
You're star to me.
Ugh.
I'll text her. It's okay.
Okay, thanks. I got some stuff to catch up with.
Okay. We'll reconvene like midnight tonight.
Yeah, I'll be back tonight.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'll text Viola about the team meeting tonight. Like, hey.
Yeah. I think you get a text back that's like just horribly like misspelt, but like seems to be something about like lemon in eyes.
I call you. I think I call you at that point. Are you okay?
okay.
Are you drunk?
No, I just listen, I'll tell you, like, I just have lemon in my eyes. I can't fucking type.
How did you? Okay. Are you cooking?
Hurts. A what?
Are you cooking? Are you cooking?
No, that would be a lot more pleasant of an experience than what I just had.
Okay, well, do you need someone to pick you up? Can you drive like that?
I'm just gonna go use a washroom and like rinse it out. This happened like 30 seconds ago.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Cool.
Yeah, it hangs up.
Wonderful.
Great. Well,
Yeah.
I need to take care of some stuff. So I think we're about to head into a 5-minute break. We'll be returning at the top of the hour for
first break of
Rose's
many.
for first break of many, for Rose's downtime scene and also the mission. We'll be
Yippee!
back.
Yeah. See you in 5.
Yippee. a strawberry soda.
Strawberry soda. That fucking rocks.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
We are back.
returned.
That music fucking rips. Oh my god. Let's do a quick look at our Tiltify campaign to see if we've had any recent donations.
We have.
Oh my god.
What?
Damn, we're at 4,105 pounds, which is something in USD. I don't know.
It's a number.
It has at least 4 digits in USD.
Just a good amount of digits when you're talking about thousands of dollars.
Yeah. mhm.
When was the last? Who was the last person to donate? Oh God. Starting with Twice at 60 pounds. No particular message. Thank you, Twice. Anonymous donated 25 pounds, and Marin donated 45 pounds. Thank you to both of you. I believe this is. Damn, I'm getting word from the front office that the amount of pounds that we've raised is roughly equivalent to $5,161 in USD. That is fucking nuts. Great job, everybody. This person, whose name is, I believe, ILI or Illy, donates 20 pounds and says, let's get this to 4K. Roll Plus Bond is one of the highlights of the year for me. Love this community, its creativity, and its compassion. Devin donates 20 pounds. Hi, Devin. Let's hear it for Capes in the Dark. Woo!
We're here, Ned.
Naya or Nya, aka GV, sends in 50 pounds saying, thanks for such an amazing marathon and community. Free Palestine. Inshallah, Palestine will be free. And Rosa donates 25 pounds. No comment. Thank all of you for donating. Once again, this is going to a very good cause. And thank you, Roll Plus Bombot, for telling us what the music was. Devin, Nelson, and Dov, fucking great music. Please buy their albums. Let's get back into the game proper. Rose, I believe you were the last person to have a legwork action.
Yeah. So we know now it was the 11th hour. We know that they've punked a few superheroes. We know that they're messing with God's Broken Heart and that Atelier was trying to get them to do something. I think
Or rather, they were trying to get Atelier to do something.
Atelier to do something, yes, yeah. And I think what BB is going to do is, everybody is shaking contacts and going on little investigations. I think BB has to do the real superhero thing of going on patrol. Um, she gets iridescent and she's going to go out into the zone and she's going to check with the people who have moved here, like other non-cape punks, some of the dispossessed. And I think she's going to try to get them to rally to. Is it more important that she gets the information on what's going on or that she gets them ready to respond to whatever's about to happen?
I feel like the latter
hmm
I am at.
Yeah. Um, I think it's I think BB is too invested in doing the real hero shit and is going to go out there and try to get the punks to coordinate, get ready for something coming because 11th hour is involved. It's going to be messy, even if she doesn't know quite what it is. And she's going to do that by going out there, helping with little problems, and trying to set examples for other people to follow.
You're being their friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is what I'm
Oh,
hearing.
sure, yeah, something to that effect. Except like pointing at punks in the street and be like, "You go help them," right? Maybe a little bit more militant than Spider-Man.
Yeah, militant Spider-Man.
Oh boy.
All right. Tell me what action you're trying to do.
Um, I think I'm trying to sway to like get them to see that things are going bad and that they need to be here for each other in a moment that is about to turn to crisis.
Now, Rose,
Mm.
Because legwork is about asking questions. This sounds like a downtime action to
Oh,
me,
you know it
more so.
does.
Now, last, folks, you didn't hear the downtime session that we did.
hmm
They ticked so many fucking clocks that I'm not gonna let them tick any more faction clocks. But I
Aw.
am gonna let them tick mission clocks if they want.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. What are you about to tempt me with, coffee?
There are a number of different clocks I can tempt you here with.
Okay.
There's Endbringer Arrives. For those of you who do not know what an Endbringer is, it is a special rule set where a fucking kaiju or a tornado or a deeply troubled person
Mhm.
um, starts fucking shit up so tremendously that there's an entire rule set dedicated to it in Tapes in the Dark. It basically shoves everything immediately into a desperate position, no downtime. Everybody gets a desperate consequence at the start, and everybody starts at a desperate, no effect. So it's really bad if an Endbringer shows up. You can tick this clock. That's a winky face, and I will tell
Ooh.
you what it is if you tick it.
Uh-oh.
Or you can tick from here until eternity, which is a clock. I will not tell you what it is until the end of the vision.
So I can tech a clock that I know is bad, a clock that's a
Mhm.
winky face, or a clock that is from here until eternity. Those latter two, I have no idea if they are in our favor or not until I tick one of them.
Smiles.
I like the vibes of the winky face. I think if you
Gosh,
take
okay,
that, there's no way we could regret it.
I think I gotta tick winky face. I don't think there's a I don't think I have an alternative here.
Great.
I
This
yeah,
sounds to me like you're doing a side mission or working in the public. Tell me what you're doing.
um I think this is working the public maybe. This is more about getting them to perform an action and using my position as a cape to speak to them rather than it is me directly involving myself with superhero antics. But if you think that the
Sure.
alternative is more sensible.
Well, let's talk about mechanical effects.
hmm
So, public appearance is the one that we're talking about. When you get in your costume and interact with the community, capes or otherwise, in pursuit of your own agenda or to cultivate your image, you're making a public appearance. So, this is a public appearance. The first time you make a public appearance, start an 8-step connection clock with the now empowered populace of your city. Write what you believe about the populace, and the narrator will write a belief that the populace broadly has about you. Whenever you frame a public appearance scene, describe the action you're doing in costume and roll to add ticks to this clock as if you're working on a long-term project. No matter the result, add a tick to either of your team's esteem clocks and rewrite both your belief about the populace and their belief about you.
And that's the populace's belief about the Heartbreakers, not just about
Yes,
BB, right? Yeah.
not just about BB, but because you're connected to the team. Unless you want to be disconnected from the team, in which case I could start a separate clock.
I think BB got shaken up, but I don't think BB's quite there yet.
Okay.
Um,
I'm your clock friend, so I love
I
giving.
I love my clock friend. You're so devious to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think BB, as much as I don't like to say is pushing an agenda, I think that's probably the closest to what's happening here is that
Mhm.
she's like, hey, we are like an exclave from the rest of the city, right? They don't come into here because it's bad for them and they don't like us, and we need to be looking out for each other because someone has rolled up into our business to break what we have. And BB is going out and helping people with minor stuff, just getting a little bit of input from the locals while she's at it. And I do
Great.
still think that's sway.
So roll your sway, and then I'll tell you what clock you just clicked.
hmm Cool. Those are
Yeah,
both
that's a 4.
fours.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's 2 ticks, I believe.
hmm
So I've changed the winky face clock to a clock titled "The Feds Arrive."
Uh-oh.
Something that our beloved, our dear mutual friend Acid Rain mentioned is that Corpse Bride has been talking to the Empower Project. And part of Corpse Pride's deal with the Empower Project was to snitch on Marsha Prangle producers' power set about generating money to the IRS. So what this looks like for you is sort of organizing people. You see a van parked outside of the zone that says like American Cleaning Company, something so
Sure.
bone deep generic that screams Fed
Mm-hmm.
to you. And they're parked outside of the zone where you're operating. If this clock ticks up, no matter what the situation is near God's Broken Heart, a SWAT team of IRS agents is going to descend upon the team and try to capture your dear friend Marsha Prangle.
Wonderful. Tick this clock as many times as you want.
Oh,
I can't wait
cool.
for us to be neck deep and bring her out. The world's ending. We take up this clock. This IRS man just comes rolling in to like a literal war zone.
Listen, the
Oh,
government isn't
God.
interested in helping people. It's interested in punishing people for perceived destabilizations of the order. So come on. Of course it's going to happen.
Could
I mean,
I
also,
tell you how BB ticks this clock?
Yeah, tell me.
I think BB sees the van at the edge of the zone, and she's like helping someone with like a bit of falling apart infrastructure or something, and she's gonna take one of those like blobs of a bit of artwork, throw it at one of its tires, and sink the van into the pavement just enough that it can never move. Just, worse than a flat tire. Just get the rim in there.
A guy comes out. He's got a close cropped haircut and
Mhm.
a windbreaker and some steel-toed New Balance tennis shoes.
Oh, cool. So casual.
And he says, "That's assaulting police I mean, you dang punks! Get out of here!" Runs away.
Now remember, Joey, you could do much more damage with glue than you can with spray paint. And then BP leaves.
Awesome. So you still have a legwork to do, unless you don't want to do any legwork, and we can head straight into the
Cool.
mission.
Yeah. I think BB's gonna check her phone.
Great. For what?
I don't know. Any strings of insane texts from her ex or any of her other contacts trying to like kick her information.
Yeah, totally.
Or is it radio silence from Architect again?
Totally. So interesting. Here's what I'll do. You roll the action, and I'll tell you whether or not she's talking to you.
Oh,
And
cool.
whether or not talking to you is a good thing that she should be doing.
Oh, I love that. Gosh, yeah, I think this is Connect. Oh, what's her? I'll take a 5.
It's a 5. Hey, do you want to roll an extra dice, see if you can get a 6?
What's giving me an extra die, Coffee?
Well, if you let me take another clock,
Are you gonna tell me which one before I accept?
you get to pick.
Ooh, ooh, good.
Fed's clock.
No, we already know that one. There's no drama there. Not yet, anyway. Let's let's tick from here until eternity.
Oh,
you know?
jeez.
Okay.
No, I said at the top, I'm not going to tell you what this does, but I'm going to say that the zone gets pretty wacky.
Mm. Well, that's not gonna help,
Good
Coffee.
So you rolled a 5.
I rolled a 5.
That's
Great.
okay.
So, right. Christine is talking to you. What is the specific question that you're trying to ask by talking to Christine / architect, your rival?
Oh. Mm. Is BB centered enough to keep dangerous information from Architect, or is she too committed to a just course of action to prevent it? Oh gosh, I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far. I thought I'd get hung up on. Oh, what has she found out about how weird the zone is? Because she's almost certainly all over it if she's going as poorly as BB thinks she is.
Say that for me one more time.
What has Architect noticed about the extra paranormal activity around the zone?
Well, here's what you get because Architect is very Carrie Stephen King coded, specifically Stephen King, Carrie White. So what you get is a flood of messages starting at midnight last night and sort of stretching out in sort of 5 to 2 hour long intervals from each other.
Wow.
That says those motherfuckers are gonna get it. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna kill them. Those motherfuckers, they're gonna die. They're gonna die. They're gonna die. I'm gonna make a castle out of their corpses. They're gonna die. God, how could they do this to me? You have to help me. They're gonna die. Fuck. They're gonna die. You know, stuff of that character.
Okay,
So
but
what
what
she
is...
knows.
Okay, good.
So what she knows at the supernatural events is that she knows the 11th hour is doing this. And she knows, from what you can glean, where they are going to be later today, which is at God's broken heart. And much like Impulse before her, she is going to confront them. But unlike Impulse, she's not trying to take him to the slammer. She's going to try and kill them.
Right.
This is where I introduce some special clock stuff starting at the beginning of the mission, but that is what you're able to get. Does that answer your question?
Vaguely. She knows that the increase in weirdness is the 11th hour's fault, although she's light on details on what the increase in weirdness is. Cool.
I don't think she knows is the
Yeah.
thing of it. I think she's very focused on one thing right now, which is revenge.
Yeah, I had a hunch that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
And gosh, I don't even need to try to know her immediate intentions. I think she's made that pretty clear.
Hooray! See, this is how you're supposed to communicate with it, sort of an ex-lover, you know. Clear communication, clear intent, you know, writing on the wall.
Sure, yeah. In the blood of her enemies, you know?
In the blood of your enemies, you know, it could be anything, but the blood of your enemies is preferable. Are there any other legwork actions y'all would like to take? Of note is that I have to start ticking some clocks. If y'all want to do more legwork. Otherwise, we can move directly into the engagement role.
Yeah, I don't feel terrific that we don't know the shape of the new weirdness around God's broken heart, but I'm at a stretch for leads on how to figure that out. that don't expose us to further direct harm.
I will say that traversal into God's broken heart was the strangeness around sort of the spatial like disorientation was mitigated through Legacy's power, which is power nullification.
Yeah.
So if you want to bring Legacy in, that would be something to do. However, I get to tick a clock.
I think we need to have a group meeting first about what the fuck is happening.
Sure can.
Yeah.
Unless anybody wants to do legwork more before we do that.
I'm good.
I think I'm
Yeah.
good.
That's a team meeting.
Yeah.
Meeting, yay!
Let's have a damn team meeting.
For the folks at home, the reason I like GMing this particular group of people is that whenever they say something like team meeting, I know that I can get up and stretch and something dramatic is happening in my headphones while I walk around because it does not need my intervention. So, group meeting, what does this look like?
I think we're all back in the rec room, right?
Yeah. A new TV has taken the place of the old one.
Oh, it's your light projector again, except it's on a wall that we've painted white. You know, it's a little bumpy, but it's mostly good.
Yeah, it's like one of those screens that you like extend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
I think Splatter got everyone burgers.
oh,
Oh.
thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, Marcia just voraciously digs into hers.
I think BB is picking at some fries and doesn't have the appetite for a full burger yet. She's too worked up.
Mm. I think like Violet's like not really making like super in her head, like not really like acknowledging you guys, just kind of like deep in God.
Cool. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey
You have
Violet.
time before the meeting starts, and that time is the time that it takes Marcia to finish this burger.
Yeah. I think BB is gonna go over to Violet, and like quietly, but not so quiet that people couldn't overhear it. Hey, how are you doing?
not not great, to be honest.
Ugh, yeah, I get that. You've
Yeah, I mean, I'll get more
you've been
into
a
it
little,
once.
you've been a
once-
little,
Hmm?
I don't know, s- stressed, strung out lately. You seem wiry.
Yeah, no, What is it? Do you think people are capable of changing?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I think, oh gosh, if that's what's sitting on you, I think you already have, you know? There's a,
No, no, no,
there's
no,
a,
not me. I,
oh,
you know,
yeah.
I wanna help people, but like sometimes they just don't want to be helped.
Well, sometimes giving a shit is the most important bit, you know?
Mhm. Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
Mhm.
some
Team
stuff is,
meeting!
yeah. Hey, some shit is gonna go down, and what I'm gonna say isn't gonna be comforting, but I want you to know I have your back.
Alright, I'm hearing chatter over there. Come on over to the team meeting. Let everybody else hear.
Yeah.
Marcia's slamming her fist on the table to get everybody's attention.
Oh my god.
Marcia, I know you can afford
I'm right
another rubber
next to-
gavel. You don't have to keep using your fist.
I like using my fist.
Also,
yeah.
hey, real quick, Marcia, I think the feds are here for you. Like, not here, but
What,
like,
again?
Yeah,
Fuck.
there was a van at the edge of the zone. A cleaning, you know, windbreaker
Damn.
types, like
Wow, they're not
fed
gonna like what I'm gonna
feds.
do.
No, but fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm not letting him
So-
take you away.
so we're leaving the feds thing as like a third tier issue. First tier
Yeah,
issue.
background shit.
Yeah. So, first issue of the day. We got a God's Broken Heart. It's misbehaving. What's everybody found out?
It's been fucking busted up by the 11th hour. They took a chunk of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Atelier tried to work with it and died. Didn't
Oh,
Did
go
they
well.
die or were they killed?
Of note is that weren't able to procure the piece that the 11th hour had. The 11th hour's piece is stored inside of Eschaton and cannot be
Okay.
removed. What the Atelier had was an attempt to work with the God's Broken Heart through recreating it. And that blew up in their face because they're a bunch of cyber-libertarian weirdos, and they don't listen to things like safety or regulations or common sense. So,
or
They-
mushroom harvesting videos.
yeah, so they died, but I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that they were killed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so we know we know where the piece of God's Broken Heart is. It's in Eschaton.
Sweet. We got to get it out.
We also know where
How do we
Eschaton
get
is
in
going to be tonight. At the main bit of God's Broken Heart, they've got some bunker situation out that way. And
Oh, God,
lastly,
of course
we
they
know
got a bunker.
Architect is going to try to kill them tonight.
Ooh, where?
Same place.
Oh, God's Broken Heart?
Yep.
Wow.
Which is not going to go well for anyone
You know?
if they
Pretty
spill
sweet
more.
of these guys to keep coming to us.
I think it'd be sweeter if they fucked off, actually.
Well, we could help with that part.
Yeah. And I think
It's not
at
our
this
fault
point,
we are living on the hottest property in town.
BB is gonna look at Violet and be like, Christy's not in a good spot, and I don't know if she's gonna lump you in with them, but like I have your back, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all good.
Uh,
I've learned some stuff too.
yeah.
Does it have to do with the lemon juice?
Kind of.
Oh,
How did you meet?
you tracked down Rain.
What's her name? Acid
Acid rain, yeah.
Bath. Acid Rain, that's right.
Yeah, we had a chat. And she was able to, I think maybe intentionally, maybe unintentionally, give me some info. It seems like they fucked up. This wasn't like their intention, at least originally. They were messing around with Impulse, killed him, and now they're like pivoting. They have this plan to like seal themselves away, like inside God's Broken Heart, and like do some like time dilation stuff.
Don't like that.
Yeah. They said like
Fuck.
we'll be in there for a week and it'll be years outside, that kind of thing. But apparently they're not trying to like end reality now. Which like that's good.
Hey, listen, those clowns might do it by accident.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, they're gonna stretch the zone.
No, they're gonna stretch the zone.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
fuck.
you're right.
I was wondering. I mean, they're just hiding out to avoid getting arrested, or were they trying to avoid something in particular? Because
I think they're just gonna try to avoid like all the fucked up shit that happens, like as the void continues to like expand and
Yeah.
progress.
and they're gonna keep that piece. All right. Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love a fucking doomsday cult that just wants to hang out and sip mimosas while they rot the rest of the city.
Now, Corpse Rider, are you gonna take that? Those are your
I think-
friends. They're clearly invested in you.
I think Corpse Pride's thing is like, hey, listen, whatever happens, Eschaton's fucked, right? Like, I don't know what's going on with like their whole thing at this point. So whatever we have to do there, we have to do there. But I leave Trinity, leave Acid Rain to me. I think we can cut through to her.
Uh-huh.
I think BB gives you a look somewhere between heartbreak and absolute commitment.
Fuck.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so what's your plan B if that doesn't work? Are you gonna fight him?
We'll do what we have to do, right? Like, I don't want. I'm gonna try my best to stop Architect from killing them, though. I don't think any of them deserve to die.
Do we...
Yeah.
I mean, Architect is gonna go kick some fucking skulls in. Do you think we need to be there with her to make sure it's Eschaton and we deal with the rest?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should go. I mean, this is gonna be the best time. This is the moment.
Cool. I'm gonna see if I can't get us to meet up with her. Yeah?
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily going to be super productive. We could just try and channel Architect at the other two, and so that we can pick off Eschaton.
Marsha, I'm gonna be there with Architect, whether you want me to or not.
I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't be there with Architect. Just be there with Architect while she does her thing with the with those other two.
Should we call in more people? Like, I feel like this is a big thing.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we could.
My my only thing is I wouldn't mind getting Legacy in on this. I mean, I like them, but you kind of saw how the news broadcast went and how that debate beforehand. I don't know that if we like get more people in, that like Kiwi or just like
Yeah.
cops won't get involved.
I don't
I'm a little worried.
I don't love Legacy, but I think between Legacy and I, one of us can maybe get through to Christy.
That's fair.
Well, best of luck.
Wait, where are you going?
Yeah, Marsha, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, I got some ideas. I gotta make some calls. I got to set up some stuff. But I think we can either go for like an interception before they hit God's Broken Heart, or we can go for something a little more dramatic.
Oh.
Depends on what we think would play well. However, what I will draw as a bit of a line is we're not doing any murders here. We're not the 11th hour.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't think we would.
So long as we're super clear on that, for Eschaton, I think leave it to like self-inflicted injuries on their part. Don't try and peel something out of them.
I mean, I'm not gonna go out of my way to kill anyone, but we might fucking have to.
Yeah, just don't go in with that intention.
BB looks like confused, like when have we ever?
Listen, tensions are running high.
Yeah.
Camera lingers on Marsha and Violet. Or when have they ever?
Yeah.
Anyway, Violet, do you need any bones? Do you need any something like that? I can make some room in the budget.
That's not how that. I need bodies.
Yeah.
Aren't bones bodies?
I can also get you bodies, but those are a bit more expensive.
I can go grab some stuff myself. I'm good.
Nice.
I am
Okay.
googling right now. How much is a human skeleton? I did this at one point.
Does it have to be a human body?
No.
Gross, horrific talk, but like
No.
it is
I-
a lot
the-
easier to get the bones of some creatures than it is to get human bones.
Mm-hmm. No, I think definitely not, and I think you've seen her use her powers before on things that are not like human bodies.
If
Yeah, I
if
can get
there
you some
were-
carcasses.
If there was, I think in the comic series of this, I can only imagine us having a fight at like a history museum at some point, and you
Oh my god.
reanimating a T-Rex or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so good.
Night at the
Oh,
museum, some shit.
yeah, yeah. Oh.
Okay, so Marsha's on some shopping. I'm gonna try to get Architect to, hang out in a spot so at least I can go meet up with her.
But like, can you?
Nini, you're gonna grab Legacy.
Yeah, I can grab Legacy. I wanted to ask first before we break off. Violet, do you know much about Eschaton's powers and how they work? Other than, I mean, like, you got like portals. It's just like, has anyone ever come out of one or gotten it without, death?
Great question. Coffee, what do I know about Eschaton's powers?
Eschaton's powers, you were with the team for a bit. The way that they work is that they open up portals to she wears what appears to be like a tight black bodysuit over underneath a very large jacket. You would know that that is not a black bodysuit. That is a representation of a null space that exists inside of her. She opens up portals to that null space, cleaves reality, and places that piece of reality inside of herself to be spaghettified. She's a walking black hole, basically. So as far as things escaping her, can things escape black holes?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
Hey,
Classically, no.
Impulse's arm did. Sort of.
I
I
don't know if
think perhaps she got the rest of him.
Yeah, maybe the important parts didn't escape, but we got a thumbs up.
Okay. Okay. It was okay. I'm thinking of okay. If we turn it on, all right. Yeah, I'll talk to Legacy. Okay. Let's cook something.
Mhm.
Minnie, we have to cook.
Oh, oh, the worst timeline. Please stop. So that's three of
Professor
us
Pringle.
spoken for. Violet, what do you need? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna make some calls.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah, now's not the time to play coy.
No. No, okay. Are you guys so are we good? Do we want more people there? Do we think that would be helpful?
Who do you have in mind?
So when I quit 11th hour,
Right?
I got into touch with Semiosis.
Ooh.
He helped me
Ooh.
clean up a lot of that.
From the fucking Empower Project.
Yeah, from the Empower Project.
It's pretty odd that at the same time that this is all happening, that the feds show up for Marsha. That's so fascinating.
Yeah, and we tagged City Hall donking on Semiosis last week, and Violet was part of that.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Sims, you want to dunk on your dad?
Easy.
Damn. Daddyosis is getting fucking
Daddy-
dragged out in these streets.
Hey, this is happening on Twitch.tv. Hey, hey, hey.
Cut the camera.
Okay.
Get that
You cut
camera!
the
Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Listen, Jonathan Twitch is the real king of the Empower Project. Oh, fuck.
Incredible.
Anyway, Violet, you were saying about your fucking dad?
Yeah, tell us more about your dad. What's going on there?
He's not my dad.
Yeah, what's good on your
tell us more
dad?
about
What
your
a
new
fucking
dad.
way to phrase it. Oh,
Uh,
oh no.
I listen. He helped out the Empower Project. They're superheroes. They can come and like help us. They have like good powers, not like Sebiosis, but like the rest of them do.
I mean, shit, if we're in
It's
50
alright.
feet of this thing and the zone's kind of been our deal, they're gonna fucking book us.
Yeah. I don't.
I mean, like, if you think you can bring them in and that the rest of us can get the fuck out of there, I'm not against it, but
I'm just scared. Like, what if we're not able to do this? Like, is us plus Legacy plus like a really like out of shape architect good enough?
When has it not been?
I mean,
When
shit,
have we not been good enough?
she nearly kicked my ass the other night.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting bad vibes.
Hey,
Mhm.
this shit is rancid. There's no
Listen.
hiding it.
All right, listen. I'm gonna get some guys together. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. If you're getting all mad at me about being vague, like, no, hold on. What do you mean get some guys together?
Yeah, Marshall,
I'm gonna
come
go
on.
over my contact list and see who I can get. It's, I got this. I gotta like do some work on this. I gotta assemble a. I gotta assemble a crew.
Violet, can I make an out of character suggestion?
Yeah.
You could pull semiosis. That might be helpful.
Oh
You
yeah, no,
can also-
don't worry.
Yeah.
I have a bit here still. We're good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Huh.
there is the other person on your contacts list who also might be a real good grab.
Remind me who
Yeah.
that is.
The other person on my contacts list is MJ Lake, a failed bounty hunter who once had you on their list. Retired but feels a debt to me for the trouble she's caused.
Yeah.
That's my positive contact. Semiosis is my negative contact.
Mm.
And just logging in from the information zone, I'll let you know that according to the boneroom.com, a male articulated skeleton is $6,500.
Wow.
Oh shit.
That's more than half our budget.
A rush job's probably a little bit more than that, but fuck.
Our budget.
You could get real Harryhausen up in here.
Thank you for
Hey.
the update from the Bone Zone Coffee.
It's the Bone Room.
Oh,
Not
sorry,
the
sorry.
Bone Zone. No,
Thank
yeah,
you for the bone
God.
room report.
Thank you for the
Coffee.
Bone Room report.
of
Brought to you
course.
by Daddyosis.
We're getting pulled off air. Right. So we've got 15 minutes till we get to the halfway mark for the stream. Who is doing legwork? I can say, Siri, off the bat, Legacy is willing to help you. You don't have to roll for that.
Yeah, is Architect willing to like let us know where she's gonna be so that BB can go be there?
I need you to roll a luck die for me.
Fuck.
You want a success.
Could I expend my special armor to know what a cape intends extended rolling? I know we're not in loadout yet, but I'd be happy to eat it off my sheet.
Yeah, totally. Go ahead. So the cape intention. Architect wants to kill these people,
Right.
and is sort of very, very fed up with everything, and so doesn't particularly want to see you.
Mm.
When her most recent partner, Impulse, has just died.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like going through a bad breakup, and then you're extremely optimistic. When your extremely optimistic ex is like, hey, if you need anything, I'm right here. I could be with you. Sometimes that's not what you need in the moment.
Uh-huh.
especially if you're intent on, murdering somebody.
Right, and now
Um,
she's gonna make the relationship drama put God's broken heart and probably the entire city in the swing. Cool, 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 good.
Yep. So no legwork needed there.
Mm-hmm.
HB Ren, additional legwork.
No, I'm good.
Ren.
I think I don't know if this is gonna be seen. I don't know if this is legwork, but I think we do just get I think we get Violet opening her phone, going to Semiosis' number, and basically writing out like this long message. It's basically like, hey, asshole, people are gonna fucking die. We're going to God's broken hearts. 11th hour there. Shit's going down. The influencer's gonna be there. They're like trying to like expand the zone, and they're going to like seal themselves away so that they don't like have to deal with all the consequences of that. If you guys are real heroes, you best fucking show up and try to help us stop this. And like that's it.
Give me a sway. I'll need to take a clock though.
Okay. Oh my god, Sway is so bad for me.
Or you could be a conceal if you're lying. I don't actually get to tell you what action you're rolling. I only tell you if it's good or not.
Okay, is there a way? What would be a way to lie to Seviosis about that would make Seviosis more interested in like
the 11th
coming?
hour are turning God's broken heart into a bomb.
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
the
God. You said that not 2 hours ago. You were like, I'm not an officer. I would never sell you
Yeah.
out.
Oh, listen. Violet,
She's just your cop.
Violet's a cop. She just doesn't realize it. Yeah, I think it's 11th hour. Like, I think it's 11th hour's doing this.
You know what that's called?
Like,
You know what it's called? It's called Canadian bacon.
Oh no! Oh no!
Actually, no. You know what it is? I think the conceal is she's going to do it. She's going to do the thing she tried to do on the other mission, which is lie about being back with 11th hour again. But she's gonna do
Oh
it.
my
She's gonna
God.
try to prey on Semiosis's whole like people deserve a second chance thing, where she's like, listen, this whole time I've been working with them, right? And this is our plan. And she's gonna do the Bob thing, right? Because like she doesn't want to necessarily reveal this, but like I'm scared. I need help. Can you send like please, God, just save me.
Nothing quite activates an older man's sense of obligation than saying, help me in an obviously skewed hierarchical relationship.
I can't believe you're doubling down on the daddy bit. No.
Yeah,
Like,
listen,
it's
Daniel
not
is real.
that. Can we not? Okay. Roll fucking something. Roll conceal. Something, please.
I will roll conceal. I will roll conceal. I'll take some stress for this too. Just for me personally, having stress about oh, thank God I did that though. I got the 4 at
4.
least.
Yeah, he's gonna help.
Uh,
You just get that. He's gonna help.
Yeah.
Smiles.
okay. Smile.
For the purposes of the mission, you're gonna have 2 companions. If you go over to the Heartbreaker sheet,
Wow.
you're gonna get Semiosis and Legacy.
Yay.
All right, let's roll engagement, shall we? Oh, I need to tick a clock.
Yeah, you do need to tick a clock.
And do you want to do this before we hit our 10-minute?
Yes, I want to end on the engagement roll, and then we'll take a 10-minute break. Let's get going. Let's get to the engagement roll rules. I will say that from downtime, due to Ren's actions, y'all have plus 1d. So,
Yay.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Starting at 2D.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look. Engagement roll.
And my
Mhm.
silver lining gave us a D on the next engagement roll, right?
Oh dang.
I think. Oh wait, yeah, that was Rose who got the
Yeah,
plus
that
one.
was I was gonna
yeah,
say
yeah,
getting the
yeah,
artists
yeah.
confused, but yeah,
Mhm.
or the Russ sounds, but yeah.
Mm.
So
It's honestly just the character.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Oh, the idealist and the turncoat cop are giving you overlap? Oh, fuck. I wonder how that's happening.
So the engagement roll is a full turn roll that starts with plus 1d for sheer luck. We're adding plus 1d on top of that for 2d. Modify that total with any major advantages or disadvantages the team has going into the mission. You're venturing into God's broken heart. You're taking minus 1d. So we start at 1d.
Mhm.
Is the mission bold or daring? Take plus 1d. I would say so.
Yeah. We're going to just beat them up. That's pretty bold.
Does everyone on the team have the same goal?
Yeah, stop this shit.
Yeah.
I think so,
no,
actually. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, I
I-
think
I
so.
mean-
We have different means of achieving that goal, but I think broadly the goal of stop 11th hour is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess more
And
specifically.
what happens? And what do you mean by stop the 11th hour? Do you mean kill them?
No.
We were very clear about that, not killing
Okay,
them.
okay,
Unless,
okay.
if it
I-
can be helped at all.
I'm
BB's,
gonna-
BB's definitely not declaring a gun in her load. Don't look at her pack. What are you talking
Okay.
about?
So you got 3D. Are you getting help or aid from your contacts or allies? Take plus 1d. Is a
We are.
rival or arc antagonist interfering with the mission? Unfortunately, yes. So that's going
Both,
to be minus
right?
1d.
Yeah.
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 So we're down to 3D again. Are any powers especially suited for the mission?
Ooh. Legacy's nullification is certainly helping.
That's part of the contacts, unfortunately.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
We all have powers that draw from God's broken heart and might be able to better affect the situation because of it.
Also, we
Now-
have a lot of money.
Mm.
Which is not.
I will mention that due to our arc beat, which is a new rule in the new version of Capes in the Dark, out now at seasidesepulchre.itch.io/capes in the dark, available in the Twitch chat. Because of the arc beat that you're currently operating under, if you rely on your powers for making a roll, you're going to take minus 1d. So
So we would just cancel out if our
Mm.
powers helped here. Okay. Well, Godspeed.
That's
does any
broke.
member of the team have a level 2 condition or greater?
I don't.
I don't.
I do.
Uh-oh.
That's minus 1d, baby.
Oh.
Is the target of the mission lower than you in reputation? Plus
No.
1d? No,
No.
they're
Yes,
not.
right? They're villains.
And reputation means tier level.
Oh, right.
Better
So that
villain,
means minus 1d. You're down to 1d. Are there any abilities, team upgrades, special rules, or narrative circumstances that impact your engagement roll? We've already cleared all of that, so somebody gets to roll 1 dice.
Oh.
Yep.
Yay! Yippee! Nice.
Yippee!
Who rolled that one?
Should we have Ren do it?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's only appropriate.
Yeah.
Is
no, you
it
roll
all right?
Hey, who knows? You could get a
Let's
6.
problem, no
Yeah, we
problem.
can
Yeah.
get a 6. It'll be so cool and awesome.
That's a
Okay.
that's a risky
Okay.
position.
Woo! Hey,
That's
we take those.
okay.
We take those.
Yeah, we
That's
do
not
take
too
those.
bad. It's moderate.
All right. I think I am going to give a brief description of what's happening, and then we'll take a 10-minute break. Yeah. So, using Legacy's power to nullify, auras and energies and the powers of other people, you're able to navigate close to God's broken heart, where a terrible scene has already broken down. You see Architect in the middle of a screaming match with the 3 members of the 11th hour. The 11th hour being first, Acid Rain, who we spoke about earlier, a tall, gangly woman with angel wings and a sort of misty halo surrounding her head. She looks tired. She looks annoyed. Second is Proteus in a bright yellow diving suit. They have taken off their gloves and have absorbed a piece of stone surrounding them. They have the ability to like take on the abilities or the textures or the composition of the things that they touch. And so they are made of a very harsh, actually, no, it's not a rock. They touch their diving suit and a piece of steel becomes a part of them as they get ready to square down, a very calm and neutral demeanor. And at the front, which is not usual for the 11th hour, is Ascaton, who I imagine is sort of like Maggie Chung. I think it was Maggie Chung from Chungking Express. Yellow hair, black bodysuit, and a very fluffy jacket. At the center of her being, which would normally be pure darkness, is a piercing light. Same as the piercing light that exists behind them in the form of God's broken heart. A plumb bob, yes, that exists at the corner of your vision at all times, but also in front of you. There's a piece taken out of it. You're unable to get there before things break bad, but you do have your companions at your side. We'll get into what happens next after the break, and then we'll also read some donations. Thank you very much for staying with us.
What happens next will shock you.
It will. It's true.
Shock us.
Stay
I bet.
tuned.
Wear rubber boots.
And welcome back to Capes in the Dark. Folks, I would like to thank you once again for tuning in for some real entertainment instead of watching something like the Oscars. Let's read out some donations. Again, you can always donate at the Tiltify link in order to donate to the worthy cause of medical assistance for Palestinians. And for those of you who do donate, will shout you out on the stream. Like what is happening right now. Let's tune in. Lost the ding-dang link. We are presently at 4,178 pounds, which is much more than it was earlier. Starting with Mocha, who donated 10 pounds. My brain's jello right now, so I keep it short. I love this community. You are all great. Thank you, Mocha. From Polterzeitgeist, hi, Polt. We got 25 pounds, saying keep on caping. I will try. From Wow. I hope I said that right. That is 10 pounds. It says good luck with the goop. We love goop here. From K Loves Rose. Oh my God. We got 10 pounds. Hey, y'all. Hope you have a fabulous stream. Smiley face. Dropping by quickly to show some love to Rose and support for medical aid for Palestinians. And then we have Red Sack of Gold returned from this morning. We have 28 pounds that says ties and jokers, babies. I don't get that reference, but you know what? It's probably very funny. And then from Ian, who donated a whopping 550 pounds. I can't express how much Roll Plus Bond means to me. Thank you to everyone who makes the community what it is. We still have a couple hours, and by a couple, I mean 6, until the end of the 72-hour stream. So if you donate before the end, we'll shout you out live on stream. And I think the donations will still be happening for a little bit. I don't know. That'll be clarified later. Anyway, let's get back to hashtag gaming.
Gaming.
So we're starting off at a risky position.
Mhm.
You see in front of you, Architect, who's prepared to throw down against the 3 members of the 11th hour, who are also preparing to throw down. To your left, team, unless anybody has a different position they would like to be in, is Semiosis, who is your companion for the remainder of the stream, and Legacy. What would you like to do? And of course, surrounding you and also in the center of all this madness is God's broken heart. I mentioned something about clocks earlier, so let me do this right now.
Clock's tick, yippee!
Here's a good thing. Architect will be helping you tick the Acid Rain, Proteus, and Eschaton clocks. That's good.
Yeah.
If she fills them, they are dead forever. That's bad. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So if you would like people to get out of this alive, you probably don't want Architect to tick any of those clocks or to fill them out, is what I will say. If she's the last one to tick them, they're dead. So keep that in mind. Endbringer arrives is presently at 1 out of 4. The Feds arrive is at 1 out of 6. And from here until eternity is here at 1 out of 4.
I have an opening move unless somebody has a really strong impulse to go in there and rock their shit.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
we don't
Impulse is
anymore.
dead.
Well, yeah, so you can use it again.
Don't have strong impulse.
Well, it's gonna make it really funny what I'm about to do.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that BB Bleed it reaches into some part of its cloak, pulling forth another one of those like globs of art, and is gonna throw it, attempting to create essentially a tower of mannequin arms with like flashbulb cameras to blind people with a direct flash of God's broken light, specifically the people in the 11th hour that we don't want to be composed when we jump them.
Tell me what you roll.
What am I rolling to shape art as an attack? What a question.
So if you're trying to like do an attack at a distance, that would be scope. I could hear an argument for
yeah.
scope. If you're trying to attack them directly, that's clash. If
Mhm.
you're trying to manipulate them into a particular way, I could hear a conceal.
I think scope. And of course, I will be leaning on epic reversal to ignore conditions when I'm making a roll with my powers.
Great, and you take a -1d for using your powers, unless you would like to push yourself.
Or invite some sort of bargain from the DM about this reckless thing that I'm doing. By making a bunch of arms that look, maybe not intentionally like a severed one.
Are you soliciting a bargain from the devil?
No, HB, I'm not the devil, but I'm close enough. Let me
Yeah.
tick a clock.
Mm.
I'll take either Endbringer Arrives or From Here Until Eternity.
Not yet. I'd rather push myself.
Okay. Take 2 stress. Or actually take 1 stress because you're pushing yourself with powers. That's one of the genius aspects of this particular system, folks, is that when you push yourself, it's the normal 2 stress, but if you push yourself with powers, it's only 1 stress. And that's a 5. Take
it.
a level. Let's see here. I'm gonna do some clock math. I'm gonna take Endbringer arrives 1, and I'm going to give you the level 1 condition. Powered up. As you throw the bomb and you're able to successfully. I'm going to ask. You're just trying to distract people. Was this a setup action? Which clock were you trying to fill?
Um,
You rolled a risky standard. I should have said
yeah.
upfront.
What do we think, gang? Do y'all want to set up for an opening attack, or do you want me to try to tick a clock directly?
Mm,
I think we could do a setup, and then if depending on what people want to do, maybe we can do
Yeah,
a
I
group
think-
action because
Yeah.
I
we're good
think
at those.
the setup I'm hoping for is to give my allies like a moment of attack before the 11th hour regain their footing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could also like we could mechanize this as you moving the situation up to a controlled position.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah, let's try to do that.
Great. We're moving into controlled position. You have mastered the battlefield. I'm going to take Endbringer arrives, and I want you to take a level 1 condition as well. As Architect sort of blindly reacts to the source of the bomb, hitting you with a tower.
Oh. I think that's fun. I'd love to resist the Endbringer arriving though. No thank you.
Here's what that looks like. You
Mhm.
can see that Eschaton is getting a little heated next to God's broken heart.
Yeah, I think if I was going to resist it, I would like to, instead of having Eschaton react negatively, Eschaton be like mesmerized by a vision of God's broken heart. Just
I
like
think we can get distracted.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, awesome.
Sure.
That sounds like an acuity or an affinity resist. Let's do
Uh,
acuity.
Okay. Do my conditions affect resist rolls?
Yes, they do.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, then I am rolling with 0. Okay. I'll take a 3.
That's 3.
Oh,
yeah.
womp womp womp.
I'm stressed you out right now.
I'm at 5 in total.
Awesome. So I'm going to untick Endbringer arrives. Rest of you start at a controlled position.
Yeah.
Exquisite.
Mm-hmm. Do you want maybe do a group action?
I'd be down for that. What
I
would
have
the
my
group-
own idea, so I
we-
don't think I'll be
Okay.
participating in the group action. But
Okay.
you move first. Mine is like a rear guard move because that's what producer specializes in.
Okay.
Yeah, what's your thought?
I think my thoughts just like jump them, like try to get in there and like
Oh, do we want to do the thing we did with the influences where we split them up?
yeah. But I think
Ooh.
maybe this is like you and I focusing. I feel like maybe Proteus here.
I had some thoughts about
Okay.
Eschaton. If didn't you want to talk to Acid Rain, or try and get her down from the ledge, so to speak?
Oh, who, Violet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But I also think like it's kind of like I think like there's two motivations here, right? Like one's that, and two is also like we need to like take some pieces off the table.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And Acid Rain's strong enough that like I'm not afraid of Architect swinging in, just like killing Acid Rain out of nowhere.
That's fair. Okay, so you wanna take out Proteus to like make sure Proteus doesn't get involved anymore. Okay. I'm down
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, and I think like this is like in a similar way, like being apprehensive of what's going on, at least from Violet's part of like what's going on in the zone and stuff. I think this is we haven't done load yet. Or I haven't done
Oh my god, everybody declare load.
Medium.
I'm going heavy.
That's
I'm
true.
heavy.
Oh.
Oh, heavy. Yeah, we gotta rock some shit.
I need to stay on my feet, so I have to do medium. A little bit.
Well, if you're heavy, I'll be medic.
Mm.
And that's a TF2 crowd. That's a TF2 joke for the gamer crowd on Twitch.tv.
I just
I heard
imagined
there's some
that
gamers on Twitch
one
TV.
I
that one
know.
3-second clip of Heavy like opening his mouth and making like some sort of water drop soda noise.
Yes.
Oh god. Showed that to my partner last night. They did not like it.
It's a terrible noise, truly, and nobody should emulate it for this stream. That's a hard line. So everybody declare load. What I'm hearing right now is that Siri, Ren, Corpse Bride, and Splatter are targeting Proteus.
Yeah.
uh,
In this moment of distraction here.
Together, I feel like we could make a pretty sizable crowd, depending on how many bodies you have to control. Because I was thinking about just like scattering my symbiotes and having them turn into like 4 or 5 clones of me, as these little we just fucking jump on Proteus.
Yeah. No, I think that's fun. I like the idea of us just like piling on like just bodies here. In like goopy bodies and undead bodies. That's fun.
This sounds like a clash to me from the both of you.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I have nothing in Clash, so I will push myself, and I'm using my powers, so that'll only be 1 stress.
I will also push myself. I have a 1 in, so this will make me +2.
Now, unfortunately, actions involving powers
Oh,
take
fuck.
-1d to the arc beat that you have chosen, so it cancels out.
Yeah, if I push myself, or wait, no, I'm
However-
using the powers anyways, so it would be
Yeah,
0.
so you
to-
should-
okay.
So you should be pushing yourself regardless.
Yeah. Well, wait, hold on. So what's there between 0 and -1? Should I even be pushing myself? Maybe I'm just rolling.
The difference is,
You roll 3 and you take the lowest one.
No, it's baseline 0. So there's no difference. So you don't have to push yourself, I guess, for the optimal strategy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Good lord.
Yikes.
This is great. Well, it's a team action, so at least we're
I mean,
rolling
yeah.
2 dice. We'll roll. Roll.
Let's just roll. Let's see what happens.
Let's just roll. I love roll. Oh,
That's a
I hate rolling.
3.
Yeah, you could do better than that.
We love to just roll.
I hate
It's a
rolling.
controlled
goodness.
position. It's fine. It's fine. We can take this.
You wanna roll?
Yeah.
Just roll
That's
2 6s on your keep lowest one roll. Just
Yeah.
rock it.
Oh, whoops.
It'll be fine. Yeah, that's not the command.
Yeah, I was gonna say I missed
That's
some
not
text
the
there.
command.
Don't worry about it.
And that's a 3
Well,
again, baby.
Hey.
But
6? That's not quite what I told you to do.
1 second. We got
Okay.
3 3s, so I think that unlocks the secret cheat
Listen.
code for
Whoa.
the Caves of the Dark.
Yeah,
That
Jesus
Liz was
Christ
invincible.
descends down from the heavens and says, "You figured it out. That's my funny number."
It took you all so long, but you did it.
If this was Triangle Agency, an entirely different game, we'd be so in there.
Cool and good.
Cool and good and cool and good.
So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna it's gonna go back to a risky position because that's the nature of the setup action. And except for HB, who still has controlled. So this is only going to be a controlled consequence. So I want what do I tick? I want the both of you to take a level 1 harm. As your attempt to sort of gang up on Proteus backfires tremendously when Proteus absorbs one of the symbiote slimes and begins attacking your connection series. So you're going to have disconnected, or rather infiltrated, is a better word.
Oh no! Get out of there! I'm resisting. Fuck off.
And Corpse Bride, what are your corpses doing? What corpses do you
I
have?
think like I have maybe like a dozen or so, and they're just like trying to like swing in and
People?
just like, yeah,
Where did you get them?
I've just had them.
Did you kill them?
No, I think like the whole thing is like I've mentioned like signature weapon like shovel. I think like, and this has like been a thing that
Are you grave robbed?
yes, I think this has been to be fair, not recently. This is 11th hour days, and then I've kept them around.
So an offense. I'm sorry. The statute of limitations. Okay, never mind. Oh my god.
You had to go to the power project. You had to cover some shit up.
I'm saying you brought the cop. You invited the cop superhero. You're like, hey, Semiosis. Semiosis is here. So HB for your action, if you want to do anything using Symbiosis and Legacy, I'm going to remind you that you get plus 1d if they help you. I just forgot to say that, and I'm so
fuck.
sorry, you two.
For Gordon.
I think that Proteus, in this new symbiotic form, leaps out of the diving suit and takes control of one of the corpses to become a sort of homunculus, and it hits you in the head, so you're gonna get punched.
I'm just gonna armor that.
I'm gonna resist mine. I think I see him going for one of my symbiotes, and I'm gonna try and like swing in and grab it out of the way before you can touch it. Before
Alright,
she can
awesome.
yoink.
That sounds like an acuity resist. Not an acuity resist. The one that's related to body actions. Tenacity. Go ahead and roll that
Yeah.
for me.
And because I pushed on this roll, I get +1 die to resisting. So I'm
Hell
rolling for
yeah. We love the rookie.
that. We love the rookie. That's
Not-
I'll still take one because I'm
Take a-
bad, but that's okay.
Take one stress. That's good. I think what you managed to do is you managed to pull the symbiotic form out of Proteus, and they're left sort of in a bodysuit. I'm imagining the actor. God damn it! I wrote it down. There we go. The actor Wang Hongwei from Pickpocket 1997. Outside of the diving suit, they are just it's like the edges of themselves are missing as they sort of engage with the rest of the air. However, they quickly grab onto their diving suit and become full body made of steel. So they're still in the fight. HB, what would you like to do?
Okay. So we got. So what's everybody doing? So there's like Acid Rain, Proteus, and Eschaton, and all of them are essentially unharmed.
Yes, basically.
Oh, come on. We tried.
Listen, I'm not. I'm not critiquing. I'm just saying. I'm just
They
reading the
were-
facts as they are.
They were briefly flashed with a black, like a sculpture made of flashbulb arms. And we have the window. You do.
And listen, we
still,
got
at
it on
least.
tape.
We
Mhm.
got it on tape.
Oh, you're fucking filming this shit? Ugh,
Of
you
course.
chill.
Distribute
never
the
know.
tapes.
Listen, if somebody gets murdered, we're not going to air it. But we are going to get the tape.
I guess I'm making them not fit for circulation. Got it. Thanks.
Exactly. If you want me not to air the tapes, you got to do crimes on them, like big crimes. But yeah, I think I would like to do a flashback.
Awesome. Tell me what's up.
So, I think what our good friend Marcia has done, or the producer has done rather, is getting in touch with some of the lower tier capes around.
Oh my goodness, the Z tiers.
Yeah, the Z tiers, and I think who she got is Cenotaph.
Great.
I'd like you to
Stevie,
picture like, yeah, you were gonna say.
I had not costume idea, but I want to hear yours first.
Well, I think this is like so. I think there are several tiers of work for for various capes, and one of them is like you show up in full cape getup, and that's like that's like the highest rate if you want to hire somebody at that because they're like on the ground with you, they're like doing everything. In this case, Cenotaph is showing up in like a ball cap, like a hoodie, like kind of looking fairly discreet. Like the hoodie is like pink, says something like wellness on it
Mm-hmm.
in like big yellow letters. It's a
Tell
really
me,
ugly fucking hoodie.
tell me what this character Cenotaph is doing.
Well, I've paid them like I paid them like $2,500 for what's called like a no-show job.
Okay.
Which, and no-show job means something different in this context. It means you don't have to like appear before like the public, so to speak. Instead,
Okay.
what he's doing is he is in the station, and he has like a line of like punks that I voluntarily recruited from the community.
Uh-huh.
And Ceota's powers they temporarily turns non-capes into powered monsters.
Oh my god. You're
So
flooding the board.
yeah, I'm flooding the board.
Oh no!
Basically, what he's going to do is he's going to send like non-powered monsters into battle, who are punks who are broadly aligned with our goals, and they are going to carry Eschaton off the field.
You're flooding the board with fucking Power Ranger
I'm
villains.
so glad that you're like, hey, we're not doing killing, and then you juiced up a bunch of our most ardent supporters to go tackle a soup that we want dealt with.
Okay.
Oh my
They've
god!
mushed it up.
Oh.
This is some
I-
complex shit. So you're gonna take 2 stress
Oh.
for this.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take 1 stress because I have mastermind.
Yes. Great. So you get +1d from this.
Yeah, I get plus.
What are you
1d from
rolling?
that. Also, I would like to use semiosis in this.
Okay.
Specifically, I think the plan is, and I think very straight-facedly, Marcia is going to ask this of semiosis to be like, hey, could you like dissolve like could you like dissolve the connection between like like Eschaton and the other two for a little bit? I want to like separate them.
Yeah, sure. He erases the word friend and the definition of it from the minds of these people. That's his power.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Thank you. I need a counteractor to the power of friendship here.
Like they know what a friend is, but they're like, what does that mean? Like what is the word? What is happening? What's our relationship? Like there's immense confusion happening.
Yeah,
So
also
you get
great
+1d
news
from
for
that.
Would you say this is using my powers in a new and surprising way against an adversary?
Yes.
Okay, so I gain +1 effect and +1 die to subsequent resistance rolls because of Endless Bag of Tricks, the new ability I took.
Great. That's gonna be what is the current position? Controlled.
Controlled?
Great.
Controlled, great. Yeah, so I get +1 die. I am pushing myself with my powers here.
So it's gonna be +1d -1d.
Yeah, and I think I'm using. I guess this is like and +1d from Mastermind, so the push does actually work.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's 2d already. Do you have a Devil's Bargain for me?
Yeah. You're spreading some money around, so the feds are closing in on your position.
Excellent, I'll take that. So that's like 3. So that's like an extra die, or is that extra effect?
That is extra die.
Okay, 3 dice.
You can only get
Uh,
extreme effect, my friend, from critting on this. So let's hope you do.
Okay, very good. Let's see.
That's a
That's a
6,
six.
baby.
Oh.
So that's gonna be 3 ticks on Eschaton.
Yeah, basically like imagine like 4 of these like monster guys like doing the fucking American football play on Eschaton.
Yeah, if if Cenotaph ever did show up, Cenotaph is a NPC in the book. I imagine them as tokusatsu villains. So these look like the sort of mooks from Power Rangers, just sort of people in weird spandex bodysuits and weird face masks, and they sort of do a backflip and carry Eschaton off of the field, or at least put them in a position where it'd be difficult for them to escape. So good job.
Yeah, keep him busy so that we don't get so the god's heart doesn't get any more broken.
Excellent. Returning to risky position for everyone involved. Rose, I would like to hear what you did because you did a action up top and haven't done anything in a while.
Yeah. So Eschaton is in the middle of being carried off the field, and
Mhm.
I know that that the corpse bride wants to corner. Oh, which one was it?
Acid rain.
Acid rain. Um, I think if corpse bride is cool with it, BB is going to try to pull corpse bride and acid rain into the sculpture that she threw into the center of the field.
Great.
Um, and I would love to do this with a grappling hook.
So that really sounds like a maneuver to me. I don't know about you.
Um, hmm.
Tell
Alternatively,
me,
I could hop into the art and just grab them with its arms and try to do it as a clash.
yeah, that sounds cool.
Uh-huh. Which would almost certainly be using my powers.
Yeah, risky standard.
Standard for using my powers. I'm ignoring the consequences.
Now you do take -1d unless you push yourself.
Unless I push myself.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Can I assist here?
Or
can.
unless I'm getting help from my friend
Yeah.
Corpse Bride
Yeah,
to
that's
pull
what I
this
was
maneuver
thinking.
off.
I
Yeah.
will remind you that you also have legacy to back you up here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. You can grab
Yeah.
both of us.
Gosh, is
Yeah.
this just legacy zoning acid rain so she can't evaporate and dodge the attack?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I like that. Um can we get Legacy's assistance and I push myself for one because I'm using my powers?
Yes.
Mhm.
Perfect.
I mean, I
And then
can also assist here too and give you another one as well.
can I get Legacy's help and Corpse Rides?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, we can give you
That's
lots
how
of dice.
companions work. You can do
Mhm.
that on top. It's not like other help actions.
So then I would be rolling 3 dice in total. Perfect.
Yes, you can also devil's bargain if you need a fourth.
What do you got cooking for me, Coffee?
Let me tick from here until eternity. And I'll even tell you what it does.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Fine.
I'll be 4D. Risky standard.
Which
You
one?
can always trade position for effect.
Mm, no, because I think with standard effect, both of them would end up in there. Um, and really, I want this to succeed. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I won't push for position yet.
All right.
A
That's a
crit.
crit, baby.
Whew.
Hell
So,
yeah.
you managed to pull them in. With a crit, that
Mhm.
is a great success.
Yeah,
So that's 3 ticks on acid rain. That's half of the clock fulfilled.
nice. We get some skeletons in there, and she gets really locked up by them. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here is where I reveal my evil plan. Uh, most of these clocks are what I call countdown to midnight, which means that when they fill, something happens. That is not what is happening with the clock titled From Here Until Eternity. It is instead determining the severity of a particular outcome.
Oh.
As you pull your friend, I use scare quotes there, and acid rain into the sculptures, you are able to put yourself outside of the influence of God's broken heart for a second as you shift mediums. And it looks like the world has grown older without you. The time dilation that the 11th hour were relying upon for their particular plan is happening regardless. They simply wanted to harness it and to focus it into a way that was beneficial to them. Here it is uncontrolled. How much time has passed is unknown to you. But let me tell you, it's not a day.
Can I resist the clock increasing?
No, it was a devil's bargain.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Sorry.
Okay, cool as hell.
Thank you.
I love that. This works great for my for my federal attention.
Oh
clause.
yeah, fuck the
Yeah,
feds. You're
Practically
gonna be
laying low
gone
in
for-
real time.
They're gonna have the best case against you, and then it's gonna be outside the statute of limitations. Oopsie.
Oopsies.
All of our crimes absolved.
Oh wait, no, you're gonna fall so far into the future that $10,000 is nothing. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Inflation.
Oh, I was thinking more of a state collapse sort of situation, but sure.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
I'll just say the equivalent of $10,000 American. So there's probably like there's probably like some sort of purchasing power calculation at play there.
Yeah, you'll conjure up like drachma, and it's like, hey, wait a minute.
You're able to
Is this
spontaneously
Greece?
create 7 mules?
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
7 mules.
So anyway, Acid Rain is isolated here in this statue representation. Imagine this is like stop motion, like a brief change in medium, or perhaps like 3D animated figures in the comic book page, with Corpse Bride and BB. I will say, as you pull them in, Architect is going to tick their rival clock to deal a level 2 consequence to Corpse Bride.
Ooh.
Oh, awesome.
Can I get in the way of that?
Yeah, you could do a protect action. Do you want to take it for yourself, or do you want to resist it on her behalf?
I'd like to take it for myself and burn armor.
Great. So roll a protect action for me. What does this look like? I think that Corpse Bride, as you were being pulled in, Architect detecting a easy opportunity to deal some damage, punches you in the face and causes a castle to erupt from the side of your head, like a mini one. So so what are
Yeah,
you doing?
I think this is just like BB partially emerges from the sculpture with like hands up, and it's her face, and is trying to get Architect to pull her punch.
She
trying to
punches you anyway, but it's
Oh,
less
cool,
hard.
good. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Okay, take the level 2 consequence. Disney landed. And
Hey,
you're
wait a
gonna
minute, that's
resist
not
that.
less hard.
So you're gonna have to resist that as part of the
Yeah.
protect action, and then you're gonna burn armor as well, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm trying to resist with affinity, I think.
Go ahead and do it.
Cool. Ooh, no.
5 stress.
I
Oh.
stress
Oh my
out.
god. Yep.
Oh no.
Woohoo! So
Fuck.
everybody on the stream, Capes in the Dark has a very, very fun system for stressing out. You do not take scars in this interpretation of Forged in the Dark. Instead, you get twists. So we're going to establish silver lining and what is the other one called?
Despair.
Despair. Oh
I
gosh.
love the smell of despair this morning. And also a level 2 consequence.
But oh fuck.
really, really switching it up.
Really twisting the knife there, game.
Actually, it's me. I'm twisting the knife and using it
That's
again
true.
as a
Really
vehicle.
twisting the knife there, Coffee.
Yeah, the game
Thank you.
The game also has a really lovely mechanic for this. It's just so wonderful to do.
Where
I posted
is...
it in the
Okay,
chat.
perfect, thank you.
So let's hear. So first, you resist down that level 2 consequence to level 1.
And then
I'm-
armor cracks in for the rest, and I don't take it?
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, you can't armor you can't armor.
No, I'm
this-
sorry. I thought you were talking about the one I was initially resisting, which is why I'm in despair now.
Yes, so
Okay.
it gets rid of it.
Cool.
You don't take anything at all, but you do take a despair and silver lining.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm in the middle of my art or under God's broken heart. The only despair that would fit is that my powers flare up in a disastrous way.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
From here to eternity.
Now tell me your silver lining.
Mm. Oh gosh, I don't know.
Well, it can't be just I don't die.
No, I know.
It can be an
Um,
ally or teammate saves you just in time. Deciding a surprising or unlikely outcome. We did discover gain new power item last time, so I'm not as jazzed about that. Hold off the threat just for long enough and return later somehow.
could I hold back the clock that you ticked forward by holding off the threat long enough and pushing us a little bit closer to a day?
From here until eternity, no. Once that's ticked.
Uh,
Unless you resist it initially as a consequence, but you can't
Well,
turn back the clock.
yeah, and I couldn't resist that consequence anyway.
Mhm.
You could
because it
also
was a
like hold off
bargain.
the threat. Wait, what did you take this from exactly?
So
Getting
getting
punched in
punched,
the face.
I went to resist it and I rolled 2 ones, so I stressed out, and now instead of getting punched, I'm getting a level 2 consequence and something else. Oh goodness.
It could be hold off the threat for just long enough, and that threat could be Architect.
Yep.
Or Architect doesn't like tick the rival clock anymore for the rest of this immediate exchange.
Make a new or unlikely friend in Acid Rain. I just got decked for her. And
Yeah.
I think it's clear that part of our big plan was to get her the fuck out of here.
Here is what I will describe as your powers flaring up in a disastrous way,
Cool.
which is what I'm like to call medium leak,
Mm-hmm.
wherein you tried to contain this to a singular. You try to contain Acid Rain and yourself and Corpse Bride to a singular piece of art.
Yeah.
No. Instead, God's Broken Heart takes on to your utilization of this ability you gain from it and expands it to the entirety of the zone.
Oh, cool,
So
good.
there are parts of it that become impressionistic in nature. There are parts of it that become like hyper saturated collage. There are parts that look like, Disney cartoons. There are others that look like distinctly non-Disney cartoons. So in this moment, everything becomes mercurial and deeply confusing, and you're not in control of how you utilize it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Cool.
Great. So let's talk order of operations.
Did we tick the acid rain clock by gaining a friend?
I'll say that you won't be at a risky limited to talk to her.
Cool, good.
Okay.
I'm doing what I
I
can,
want to
boss.
hear what the sisters are doing. because we spent some time with the other two.
Let's have
Alright.
some splatter.
I have a thought. I have an idea. I think Minnie has an idea. So what? Tell me about the area we're fighting in a little bit.
So you are now in an Inkwell Max Fleischer cartoon.
Oh, cool. Okay. I think.
The trees have come alive and are saying things like, "Well, howdy doody!"
Good lord.
That sort of stuff.
Splatter goes to like perch up on a tree, looking down at Proteus. Gets jump scared a little bit. Ugh. Ugh. By the talking tree. That's fine. But as she's looking down at Proteus, she has an idea,
Okay.
and she's gonna grab one of her. My thought is that she wants to try and get Proteus to touch one of her symbiotes again.
Okay.
And because usually she can tell them to like, change form or stretch or do whatever. She wants to exert that influence over Proteus after.
Deeply fucked up.
Yes,
Great.
to like.
Tell me what you're rolling.
Um,
How are
I
you
would-
doing this?
I don't know if this is going to be a two-part roll or not, because part of it is getting Proteus to touch it, and then the other part is exacting my influence. After
That's so. How are you trying to goad them? To goad her, I should say.
I think Minnie is going to jump down in front of Proteus. Say, whoa, 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 whoa! You're not too bad. Bit of a heavy hitter, huh?
Oh, fuck off, kid.
What? What's wrong? Why can't we have a little fun here? I mean, I mentioned. I heard it was mentioned you're gonna be gone for 10 years. I don't know. You don't wanna have a little fun with this before then? It's gonna be awfully boring.
The thing that I find precisely awful about each and every one of you quote unquote capes is that you treat everything like a little joke. It's all ironic detachment to you. Everything's about performance. I do the real shit. I don't hold back. So
Oh.
fuck you for trying to ask me to do that sort of thing.
You're
Asshole.
You do the real shit. Okay. Well, if you're so real, she just opens her. She's gonna drop something behind her back and then just like raise her arms up and like, all right, well, come and get me then.
Okay, that sounds like a conceal on me.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't have any in that, but I do gain +1d when I banter with an enemy
It's
during a
also
mission.
at a controlled position. Unfortunately, this is limited effect.
Fair. Let's see. What do I got? Oh no, I know exactly. This is like Blades where marking stuff can have a better or give you a better effect, right?
Yes, indeed. It's forged in the dark, baby.
So here's the plan. I'm goading her into trying to punch me, and when she goes to punch, when I was at Atelier's, I was wondering how I was going to incorporate this, because I love it as an asset that the rookie has. But I have a janky jetpack, and I think it's... And I was like, how does Minnie get this? And I was literally at the, cyberpunk libertarians headquarters earlier. I think she just took it from them. So as Proteus goes to punch, I'm going to turn on the jetpack, go just up into the air. So she instead punches the goo clone behind me.
Okay, I want you to. That's kind of a flash, but you know what?
It's a little bit of a
It's an
flashback,
asset.
right?
It's an asset. It's an
Yeah.
asset. So you get to have it.
Yeah, I'm mostly explaining how I got this thing.
No, totally. So, you're at controlled standard. You got 1 die from this,
Okay.
right? You have 1 die in conceal from the banter.
Yeah, I have 1 die from banter.
Oh, also, I'll give you
yes.
one die of assists, and I have an idea of how Marcia helps.
Tell me.
When Proteus says that they do the real shit, Marcia literally points her finger and laughs at them.
She's great. So that's 2D controlled
Okay.
standard.
2 die controls. And I can't then push myself, right? I think that's true. Okay. Alright. Gaming. Gaming!
There! Okay, that's a
There he
mixed
is.
success. I'm gonna tick and bringer arrives.
Cool. I should probably resist that.
Only
Yeah,
if
might
you
be
want to.
sensible.
Hey, it's only half of the clock. Come on.
Yeah, you know what? That's not too bad. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Who needs
I'll-
stress? Come on.
I don't need the stress right now.
It's just an inbringer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you successfully tricked him as she goes to punch you, and he unfortunately lands on a one of your symbiotes. Because he cannot control what he turns into, he immediately starts becoming a symbiote. How are you going to, so what is you controlling? Is it like you're trying to sway? How are you forcing them to your will?
I think this is, originally I was gonna be like, then I'm gonna fuck you up about it. Oh god. But like, what if I just use the newfound connection to sort of get into his head a bit?
I'm gonna say no to that just because
That's
I
fair.
don't like that. Uh,
This is fair.
but if you were to like, I don't know, cause his body to erupt and like give him a real bad tummy ache
You
or
give
something
a
like
real
that.
bad tummy ache. This is fair. This is fair. Yeah. I. Ooh. Yeah, I'm into it. So
Right, awesome.
I just stretched him out a lot. Like a Laffy Taffy situation.
Get stretched, fucker.
Get stretched. No. What would that be?
I think sway, possibly clash.
Hmm. Yeah, clash. I love clashing.
We love to clash.
We love clash.
Now you are using your power, so that's -1d.
Oh no! Alright, I'm gonna push myself. Do you have a devil's bargain?
Yeah. Let me take that Embringer clock.
Ah.
Hey, only one you have to resist is the last one.
Oh yeah. I didn't resist that one. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. I want 2 dice on this. Alright. Once again, gaming.
This is risky standard. That's a 5. Awesome.
There we go.
Boom.
Proteus is off the board. I think their body erupts into spikes, and the pain is so immense that they are knocked out and become oxygen.
Good lord.
What?
Oh. Ow. Ow. What? Whoops. Oh. Oh. Where'd she go?
Don't worry about it.
I didn't mean to. Oh, okay.
Here's why the Endbringer clock ticks. Eschaton sees you and says, "Please, oh my god!" And begins to charge up her powers, taking out a couple of punks.
No.
Well, great news, Eschaton. We have plans for you.
Mhm.
Are we
Let's
taking
hear it,
our
Marsha.
5?
Oh
Yeah, that's
goodness.
a good point.
Yeah, decisions. Do y'all feel like you need a break? I feel awesome.
I'm good.
Yeah, you can keep
Good.
going.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Marsha, let's hear what you're doing.
Yeah, so I think there is like so Eschaton is taking out a few punks who are like in Tokusatsu villain mode. I
Yes.
think I have a plan here.
Okay.
So, the overall area of the zone, I imagine it includes at least one construction site, right?
Yes.
In that case, I think there's another punk who has like not necessarily a license exactly, but like something approaching that is operating. I think a disused and probably cursed crane.
Okay. And you got the crane all the way here?
Yeah, with the
Okay,
power of
that's-
money.
That's what's the maximum amount of stress you can take from a flashback?
2. Well, 1 for
Yeah.
me, but
No, that's a 3 stress flashbacks?
nope. At least not to my knowledge.
Good lord.
I'm confident that Blades has them. I can't speak to Caves.
2 or more stress. I am making a GM decision here. This is a fucking 3 stress action you're taking here, reduced down to 2.
Okay.
How
Yeah, I
the
don't
fuck
mind.
you get how the fuck did you get a crane here? That is fine. You can have it.
Yeah, and how is it
Ingenuity.
still working with all of the art going on?
It is bouncing. It is singing "Swing You Sinners." It is doing the good stuff.
All right. So you take 2 stress from this.
Yeah, 2 stress is a baseline,
Mhm.
and I think as Eschaton is distracted, can I keep making use of semiosis here?
Yes, you can. What do you need
Because
them
what
to
I
do?
what I want to do is try and have semiosis start the process of peeling away God's broken heart from Eschaton by like trying to erode that connection between them semantically.
Yes. So in that case, they removed the block that they have on the word friend and began to disentangle the connection between Eschaton and God's broken heart. This is going to be a while. So if you want them to do any other action, like, they're not going to be able to do it.
Yes, I mean, I want them
taking it
to. I want them to work on this.
Yeah. Awesome. That's plus 1d for you.
Okay, wonderful. So that's plus 1d over there. Let's see. I'm using my powers here, and I'm trying to. I guess what I'm doing is wrecking, basically. Because I'm like using heavy equipment to do this. Like I've got my team of monstrous linebackers. I've got my.
Yeah, if it's wreck, I'd say that's less effect simply because wreck is not about direct engagement, and you are directly engaging a particular person.
But I'm not directly engaging. Is the thing.
You're getting semiosis to draw out a particular part of their essence as sort of as the basis of the move,
That's
and
a
also
fair
hitting them
point.
with a bowling. Like it'll still work, but it's gonna go down from standard to controlled. Not
Right.
controlled.
Limited.
The other one, limited. Yes.
Mm.
I could also do
And
this with Clash.
Clash would be higher. And Siri, you said you might want to help?
Yeah. I was thinking about it. Uh, so we're trying to remove God's broken heart from inside Eschaton.
Yes.
Part of me is wondering if there's like a way to overload Eschaton's powers somehow by feeding it too much shit.
Maybe. You want to find out?
Yeah.
There's one way to find out.
Kind
Find
of. Which is kind of fucked up. If I'm sort of look at sort of look at one of my little guys, and I'm like, what happens if you go in there? Okay, yeah, I'll try and overload psychic or Eschaton's portals to help here.
Nice. Okay. In that case, I have like +1 die from I have +1 die from pushing myself with my powers for 1 stress.
And you also get -1 die because you're using
Yeah.
your powers.
I also get +1 die from using a flashback from Mastermind.
Good lord.
And I think, judging from your reaction, this was a new and surprising way to use my powers.
Yep. So you get +1 die and +1 effect. So you're currently at controlled great. Not controlled great, risky great.
Risky great with Clash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. And I have +1 die from mini assisting, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then +1 die from +1 die from Mastermind, so that's 2 already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the +1 die from pushing myself with powers cancels out. I would like to get a 3rd die.
I want you. So this is important. You're either taking Endbringer or you're taking From Here Until Eternity.
I'm taking From Here Until Eternity.
Great.
Oh my god.
Are you sure you don't just want BB's assistance instead of taking either of those clocks?
Only one person can help at a time who is
Yeah.
not a companion.
Yeah, and I think I'm taking From Here Until Eternity because Marcia doesn't fucking care.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Cool.
Reality is fake.
Cool.
Cool.
Keep it going. Let's go into the fucking altered future.
Oh god.
Okay, let's try our best.
What
That's
was
a
That's
it?
five.
a 5. So risky consequence. Let's do 2 clock ticks. First on Endbringer arrives, and then second on From Here Until Eternity.
Okay. So, does anybody want to resist these on my behalf?
I'm not doing great on stress, but yeah, I'll resist Endbringer.
Great. How are you
I'll
doing
resist
this?
the other one.
Okay.
Uh,
Now, you did say that Marcia specifically did not care.
I guess, yeah. Could I resist the Endbringer and you resist From Here to Eternity?
sure. Yeah.
Here's what an Endbringer arriving looks like. It looks like symbiosis fucking exploding from trying to
Fuck.
disentangle this thing from Eschaton.
Oh.
Okay, don't want that. So yeah, I'm going to resist that because I think symbiosis is like I think basically what's happening is that there is like a I think there is a depth of support here. That's like the way that Marcia operates.
Totally.
So I think I'm resisting this with Acuity, and I get like a +1 die from from Endless Bag of Tricks.
Yes, indeed.
So that is 3 dice. There we go. No
Okay.
stress.
Good. How are you resisting the passage of time? Mini.
Don't we all want to know? Don't we all just want to resist the passage of time? So when I got the symbiotes, they were originally feeding off. They were stuck to God's broken heart and feeding off of its energies. So I think many after sort of trying to sort of shoot strands of symbiote at Eschaton, realizes, what things are getting a little fucky, and is going to leap up into the air, and then like strands of symbiote goo shoot all over the zone, trying to absorb its energy or like trying to slurp up its energy a little bit to maybe slow things down a bit.
That feels most like a tenacity resist.
Yeah.
So give it here.
Great. I didn't push myself on this, unfortunately.
Oh, also 3 ticks on Eschaton.
Yes, thank you.
This is 3 dice. Yep. One stress. One stress.
How much stress you at?
2 left. 2 left.
Great.
Ugh.
Awesome. So while this is happening, we have Corpse Bride and Acid Rain. BB, you're in the background. I think you are overwhelmed, so it's going to be a little bit before you can like really engage.
Okay.
But you can you're lost basically amidst your own art. It's difficult to differentiate yourself from a brushstroke or from the texture of the page. Where you begin and where the art ends is impossible to tell.
Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Corpse Ride, what are you up to?
Yeah, I think. And correct me if I'm wrong. Where we left off here, it was at the very least that I don't know if Legacy is still on this, but like had temporarily like disabled acid rains or not Legacy or
Acid Rain's abilities, yes.
yeah. Yeah, so I think it's just like Acid Rain and Corpse Bride just like sitting in this weird art space together. And I think Corpse Bride turns to Acid Rain and says, "Listen, just give up."
What?
Just give up. Just let go. Just stop.
Her wings are gone because that was explicitly her modifying her body in order to appear as she wanted to be. So is her halo, and she looks at you and she says, "You want me to give up?"
Yeah, I want you to just stop this.
And then what happens?
And then we can figure it out. You know?
I'm sorry, which of us brought semiosis here?
You're right. I am a cop. I'm going to mark find cover identity. As I reach into like some piece of clothing and pull out papers. And I'll do a little bit of a flashback to this too. I think after sending the first tech to semiosis was also like, hey, actually, sorry about calling you an asshole, but can you help me out with something? And I think what Corpse Bride has done here and what she's saying here in this moment is, you were right all along. I am a cop. This is what I do. I'm here to bust you. That's why semiosis is here too. But look around you. We're winning. Just come with us.
I think you need to roll. This is an incredibly risky thing you've done.
Yep.
Desperate controlled. Desperate standard.
Yep.
The reason it's not limited is the fact that you pulled out these papers, but it's desperate.
So conceal starts at 2. I am going to push myself to bring that up to 3. And I mean, I'll ask what the devil's bargain is here. With the note that if I do take this devil's bargain, I can choose to gain both plus effect and plus a D. But if I do take a devil's bargain, the consequences cannot be resisted of the roll.
Yep. So I'm gonna let you tick any clock you want.
Okay, yeah. I'll take that then. So now we're at 4d6, and now we're at great effect.
You know what?
And Chucky-
I take feds twice.
Which one do you tick? And tell me.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll take the feds.
Great.
Yeah. Let me roll that out. That's a 6.
Yes.
6 on great.
You got away with that.
On great, did you push effect? Oh, right, because of Devil's Bargain.
Because of Tempting Fate, my move, I get effect and the die. I get both. I just can't resist the consequences.
God, what a move. You admitted to this woman that you got enough, evidence on her to
Yeah,
put her
she
away for
called me a
life.
cop. It sparked the idea. What if I just was a cop?
She sort of looks at Vapors and then looks at you and says, "This entire time, everything we did together, everything, was just... I hate you. I hate you so much. Fine, I give up. I give up."
I think like Corpse Rat kind of turns to the side and she's like, "Yeah, I hate me too."
Don't get to end this with a pithy remark, you fucking asshole. God.
It's not pithy. It's true.
Whatever. And you're sitting in void space.
Yeah.
All right, back at the top. Who would like to go next?
I think I gotta take a swing at something.
Well, Eschaton's right there.
If I was about to say, I'm lost. I can't distinguish myself from my art or anything, but I can always see God's broken heart, and that's still rippling through Eschaton, right?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I think BB is going to, in this like dispersed state, do the only thing that she can think to do, and is reach with every bit of herself at Eschaton and pull.
Great. This is Desperate Limited.
Cool. This is using my powers, I think, because I'm trapped in my art.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you also have -1 from whatever. Oh, we'll figure out what you're rolling, and we'll see what your abilities do.
mhm, mhm. I think I'm gonna push myself. No two ways about it. Um. Hmm.
Great.
Gosh, I think I have anything smarter than Clash here.
Well, that brings it down from limited to no effect.
Really?
Yes, because of your tenacity condition castled.
Well, I'm using my powers, so my conditions aren't affecting me.
That's great. Epic reversals. You're still at Desperate Limited.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything in my kit that I can use? Probably not.
Let's see your grappling hook.
I could try to aim my grappling hook, even though I can't distinguish myself from anything. I just
I
fixate on the
think
one point I
that's.
can see and shoot.
I think that jumps the shark a little bit.
Yeah, it does. I think I just gotta swing with Clash and having pushed myself, unless you have a bargain in the bag for me,
Oh
or unless
gosh.
someone can assist.
Let me take a clock, and I'm not going to tell you which clock it is.
I don't like that because you're gonna
Yeah,
tick
don't
from
take
here
that.
until eternity. I'm not gonna take that one. Thanks, boss.
Or Endbringer, that
Um,
would be worse.
That'd be worse. Can I get Legacy to assist me by reining in BB's powers a little bit so that she can be cogent and
So, because
be,
you're lost, how are you
yeah.
finding Legacy? Because you're trying to center yourself by going for Eschaton.
I'm going to the place where I feel most real, which is under God's broken heart, where Legacy's power is active.
True. Okay. I'll give you that. Plus 1D.
Cool.
Duty, Desperate Limited, please.
Yeah. The 5.
Woo! Awesome. 3 things happens at once.
Oh boy.
First, you're able to navigate yourself over to Eschaton. Are you trying to tick the clock any?
Yeah, I'm trying to rip this piece of God's broken heart off of Eschaton, and in doing so, cause harm to Eschaton, reverse Eschaton's ability, interfere. So if that would take the
Uh,
clock, then yes.
Awesome. So, Desperate Limited, take the clock once. Desperate Consequences are comprised of two. I'm doing some clock math here. I
It's
got
2
3 ticks
risky
to spread
clocks.
out.
Yeah, it's 3 control consequences if you're doing clock ticks. Ugh.
Yeah. So we're taking Endbringer Arrives. That's separate from Here Until Eternity.
Mhm.
And I want you to take a level 1 harm.
So you're ticking from here until eternity, Endbringer arrives, and you're giving me level 1 harm.
That is correct.
Okay, I have to resist Endbringer arrives at minimum.
Tell me how you did that.
I think the whole zone is coded in an impression, and BB is like in and out of this time fuck. So she's just moving in ways that Eschaton finds difficult to predict.
Great. So that is a tenacity. That's what I'm hearing.
um, I should have come up with a smarter way to resist it. Oh well. 1d6.
I'm sure it'll be fine. The least you can roll is a 1. 5 stress is not the worst way
Cool,
to.
0 stress.
Not that easy.
Woohoo! All right, you have 2 more consequences to deal with. You have a
I
level 1 harm coming your
I
way.
will resist from here until eternity.
And how are you resisting the passage of time?
I think the energy of God's broken heart is going into making the art weirder instead of stretching time forward.
Great.
Uh-huh.
In that case, that sounds like an affinity resist.
Sure.
And you take minus 1d from that to your conditions. And you're also using your powers, I believe.
Yes.
So take another minus 1d from that.
Which means I'm not taking the damage for my conditions because of reversal.
Oh, yes. My apologies.
So I'm only taking the minus D from having used my powers,
Yes.
which is 2d6, take the lowest.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's
5
a 1.
stress.
Okay.
And finally, you get the level 1 condition.
What are we calling it?
We are calling it, let's see here. You're taking a God's broken heart inside of you. I think you are supercharged. I think you're changing mediums rapidly.
Sure.
We're on some everything everywhere all at once shit.
Mhm.
You're like bouncing you're doing the whole gamut.
Yeah.
Your voice actor comes on right now and you're like, whoa. It's like that one scene in Gravity Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, are you resisting it?
I don't think I got the stress to. I don't think we could do
Great.
another silver lining right now.
I'm taking Architect's Clock one more time. I want all 3 of you. That's everybody that isn't Corpse Bride to take a level 1 condition as well.
Okay,
what's
that
that?
means I go to a level 3 condition, right?
Yes.
Oh no.
You're all taking Contained as a huge castle erupts out of the earth as she goes to make a move. Because you have not ticked her clock at all.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm gonna use armor on this.
Yeah, I'm
Great.
gonna mark light armor.
Awesome.
I'm gonna mark heavy armor. I can't take this.
Let
Ugh.
me see here.
I have the load for it. I haven't marked anything else.
Woohoo!
The armor in this case specifically is I think Marsha's like relatively well camouflaged, is like keeping low, is doing that kind of thing.
Great.
I think
Has
the
like a
armor
lot
is.
of
Oh,
has a
go
lot of
ahead,
chest high
Marsha.
walls to hide behind.
Yeah, I think that as this castle is forming, it's becoming art so quickly that it's changing shape and ceasing to be a container.
Mhm.
Ugh.
I just got some very literal armor also from Atelier. To take up this.
You stole.
You
You
got
saw two
sci-fi
corpses that
armor?
were like, you're like a Fallout protagonist at this
Yoink.
point. You're just like, two
Listen.
dead bodies in a science experiment, huh?
There was
Let's see if I can
nothing.
rip off their clothes.
There was nothing to loot from Impulse, and
Ooh, combat
Splatter went
armor.
through that and was like, "Hey, never again. loot every corpse."
Yeah.
Pick it up, pick it up,
Marsha's
pick it
so
up.
proud.
No.
I think I'm
And
Free
so
shit.
are the feds. They want the evidence.
They're gonna
Great.
pin this murder on you, Minnie.
Now, here's what I'll say. All three of you are here together, and I think Corpse Bride, you're able to sort of, you and Acid Rain emerge from the paint fog. You can see out in the distance the fight going on, so you're also able to join your teammates if you would like to.
Yeah, I think I definitely head over. And like maybe yeah, like what's the deal with Astrid? Like maybe like where's Symbiosis at this point?
Well-
Semiosis is trying to pull out the connection of God's broken heart from Eschaton,
Yeah.
using their semiotic abilities. Legacy is at God's broken heart, trying to contain the damage.
Mhm.
And Acid Rain is just despondent on the floor, crying.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You could have gone so many ways with that, and you went, "I'm a cop." Oh, such a
I
choice.
would have a cop because I'm really because this
Hey,
is who I
beautiful.
am.
Hey, and
also
she
I'm
was
miserable.
deeply in love with you, I want to
Oh
say.
yeah, that's why BB
Oh.
was making heartbroken eyes with you, because she knew.
Oh.
Damn.
Anyway.
I'm sure
Don't
this
worry.
won't have any long-term damage on either of you.
Yeah, I'm sure things are fine. Oh. Yeah. I guess I like I just leave Acid Rain on the ground and I like run over.
A classic X maneuver.
Oh.
Get him.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
have 3 ticks left on the Acid Rain clock.
Eschaton clock. But yeah.
Eschaton,
Yeah,
fuck
Eschaton
me.
block. It's fine. Yeah. I think so. What's going on with Eschaton right now is also another good question here.
I think she is currently being fighting through Power Ranger mooks, sort of cleaving them, while Semiosis, but is being impeded by the actions of Semiosis.
Uh-huh.
She was just hit with a crane, so sort of on the back foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is I want to do like a setup action where I try to like basically like sneak up behind like Semiosis like so that she or not Semiosis Eschaton so she doesn't notice me and then like try to bring her to the ground or like like pin her in some way as like a setup for someone else to do like the final blow here.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we could do this as like, you could do this as like an assist, because I have an idea of how to do this.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
So I think this, it's a simple plan, so to speak. Symbiosis keeps unraveling the connection. Legacy steps in to bring down the powers. like limit them, to like weaken them, to hasten this process, and then the mooks continue to do what they do, and then you also get in there.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. That needs to be an action. That's sort of just a continuation of the status quo. What is
Yeah.
being done is what I'm asking.
Well, what's being done is that we are basically doing a coordinated rush of Eschaton to basically try and bring everything onto her to try and peel the shard out of her.
Excellent. What you
Mm.
rolling?
It's a good question, isn't it?
I could take a maneuver. I could take a clash.
I mean, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, this could be like a. This is basically close quarters powered combat at the end of the day.
I mean, is this so? The way you're making it sound, HB, is like, or is this actually just like a group action from all of us?
It
Like
might
it's
be,
just
yeah.
all of us rushing here, like, and this is like
Yeah.
the big kind of finale.
Yeah.
If so,
Fine.
maybe we should do like maybe this is like I can mark smoke bombs with my load, and then this is just us all just like sneaking in. And you're right, it's like the moment like Legacy helping out, like, you know, pulling down the powers so we don't get black holed, and we're all just like trying to like keep Eschaton grounded so that Semiosis can like finish this, and she's not able to like do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So like a group action maneuver.
I would love a group action maneuver.
I would also. I'm good. I can provide dice for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby, they come back.
I had one final idea for what
Okay.
Let's hear it.
what she could do. I'm gonna pay a professional stuntman to hit her with a fucking car.
Take 2 stress.
What the hell?
It's your fucking fault. It's okay.
Oh my god.
That's 1 stress, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Your power isn't $10,000. Your power is perpetual Monty Python sketch.
Yeah. Well, that's how I choose
Okay.
to apply my powers.
That's all I
No,
was saying.
totally,
Listen,
totally. I'm applauding this. I'm approving of this. To be clear, everybody roll.
Yeah, if we were disapproving, we'd call it a string of Family Guy random gags.
Okay. So let's just clarify the dice pool real quick. So I have a 1 in maneuver.
I have 2.
Okay, so that's 3.
Yeah, I have 0 maneuver, and with the mastermind +1 and the push, it's gonna be a +1. Or
Okay, so
actually,
it's-
I think with just the mastermind, it's gonna still be a 0 die. I think I'm gonna keep it a 0 die for now, but
Okay.
you know.
I'm
So
gonna
we're-
push myself and stress out for an extra die.
Well, wait, hold on, because we have 3,
Yes.
and then but we also have legacy help us here, so that's 4.
Okay.
Hey.
I
Correct me if
really
I'm wrong,
want the
copy.
crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're at
Stress
4.
out
I
for
mean,
me,
now,
please.
now we can talk about pushing ourselves and stuff. I mean, I can push myself to stress out, like.
Fuck it. I mean, I am. But I
Okay.
really want the crit. I want our team ability to happen.
Should I try to assist one of you?
Wait,
That's
hold
not
on.
the way team actions work.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
From different roles as a crit. Oh yeah. I mean, I could also stress out here. I think that's accurate. So that's what we're at 4, 5, 6 then.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Alright.
Yeah,
Or actually, I think
Mm?
maybe I just give somebody. Can I give somebody an assist? Because I think that'd be more practical than me trying to
No.
roll for myself.
I don't think so. Because
Okay,
that would
yeah.
be busted if that were true.
That would be busted if that were true. I appreciate your restraint.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I almost just rolled in the stream graphics channel. My bad. Oops. Alright.
Let's give him something to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him
dice.
something to roll for.
Oh,
Okay, we're starting it at
okay,
base level of
okay,
5.
Okay, 5.
Okay. Actually, I am gonna push myself and also stress out. I think that's fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, great. So this is this is still desperate. This is desperate
Cool.
great though. So
Yeah.
you're
Okay. So there's the 3 from series. So I'll do my I'll do 3. Do you want me to roll legacies separate copy, or can I just add legacies to
Just
mine?
add it to yours.
Okay, cool. So I'll do 3d6.
Okay,
There's
that's one
the
six.
six. There's the
Six.
six.
That's the one we
There's
All right,
the
wanted.
come on, give
Listen,
me
we
one
get another
more.
6.
Give me
It's
one
a
more.
crit. There we go.
Crit!
Oh,
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh, you love to see it.
Aw.
Whew.
Ah.
Hell yes.
Fuck you, Escadon.
Synchronized maneuvers, baby.
And then,
Oh, baby.
Rose, you still have to roll because somebody has to take
Oh,
stress,
gosh,
possibly.
I thought that I wasn't in this one. Okay.
Oh, you weren't? Okay, never mind.
No. You
Nice.
said the 3 of them, which is why I wasn't talking, and I asked if I could
Oh,
assist.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's
I
okay.
meant 3 of them, including you,
Okay.
and then also Corpse Bride, which
Got
because
it.
I thought better of it. My
Right.
apologies to miscommunication.
Real quick, which stat are we rolling?
Maneuver?
Maneuver.
Oh, fuck. I will push myself so that I'm not rolling at 0.
Great. That's a 4. So we start with a crit.
Mhm.
Okay, raise your hand if you stressed out.
I do.
Me.
Yay.
Oh boy,
Okay.
I'm 1 away from stressing out again.
Ah, good lord. Where's the... There now. I found it. What the thing
Yep,
is.
fighting against the end of the world, it's fucking
Yeah.
difficult.
I was supposed to say all 3
So-
of us stressed out. That's so funny.
So you
not.
managed to restore the peace of God's broken heart, or rather, take
Oh.
it out of Eschaton.
Cool, good.
And she's on the floor, writhing in pain. As it is put back in place, or rather, it is next to the peace of God's broken heart. I'm not sure if you can restore it. Tell me how y'all are stressing out. What does this look like?
Okay, so I have an idea for mine.
Mm-hmm.
Mine, of course, is your powers flare up in a disastrous way. I have a particular idea on this. If you don't mind me pitching this.
I would love to hear it.
Now, I don't know what exactly the filling up of the filling up of from here to eternity clock will do, but I do know that what happens when you subject money to like time dilation. The result is the economy. I think I do something to the economy out there.
Great.
It somehow perpetuates itself. There's a stock panic. There is something goes wrong in a large way in the world.
Yeah, I think I know what it is. But tell me your silver lining.
I think my silver lining is I want to say make a new unlikely friend.
And who is this new and unlikely friend?
Symbiosis.
Hey, kid, you got stuff. Have you thought about working with a real company? That's not what he sounds like, but
I just think there
great.
was there's like a chemistry between them as like collaborators. where Marsha understands what his power does, and he increasingly understands what Marsha's power does.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
This is just the way punks
putting the
go.
profit in non-profit,
Siri, how do you stress out? How do the sisters stress out?
So, you saying that you're starting to work with symbiosis, makes me have such a fucked up idea for my despair.
Oh, HP, I'm so sorry. You take the level 2 condition hold
Can I get that
as
again?
at hold. Eschaton takes a hole out of you.
Yeah.
You're not getting that hole back.
Nice.
Siri, go ahead.
I probably didn't need that. I'm gonna fix that.
I think that if this was like a continued comic series, Minnie would be splitting up from the team for the next arc and doing her own solo stuff. She's like a Nightwing, going on a
Yeah,
Nightwing.
totally.
Because I think I'm gonna pick Vanish, Retire, or Die for my despair.
And what does that look like?
Um, I think after in the aftermath, or like in the smoke, Minnie's seen like 3 dead people, and then thinks she killed someone. She
Yeah.
still thinks she killed Proteus.
Yeah.
So I think she just leaves. I think she freaks out and zips away. And she's
Great.
not there when the smoke clears.
Oh, but the time dilation.
But the
Yeah.
time and the
You
time
leave
dilation.
earlier.
I leave earlier.
Siri,
Ah.
I need you to choose whether or not you're going to lose a hand or a foot.
Oh. Oh my god.
Sorry, this only happens to you.
This is so funny because this is the second character I've had lose an arm in like the last few weeks. So yeah, no, I think I lose a hand.
Awesome. Take the level 2 condition unarmed.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Fuck off.
And I do a little dance and I walk off stage. Great.
I would have picked the silver lining. Fucking. Decide on a surprising or unlikely outcome.
And what does it look like for you?
Hmm. 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 What okay. Minnie leaves with the piece of God's broken heart.
Great.
That's my silver lining. Less for
The
you.
powers are still fucked up, but you know, at least you've got something to feed your little parasite babies.
Mine aren't.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's an age of art venom. Ugh,
Oh my.
sick.
Yep.
Sick.
I'm going rogue, dog.
Sick.
Great. Architect's clock has not been ticked at all. So she's sort of watching all of this go down.
Yeah, I've
Hey,
kind of been a little splattered.
Coffee. I also stressed out.
Oh
You also stressed out
no.
post-break?
yeah, my final
Again?
physical. There's one more we still have to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And I think this is kind of perfect. We haven't talked about it too much, but there's an arc beat system in the game, in which for each like arc, there's specific story beats you try to hit, and we do have one left here that still is technically unticked, which is you find a mole on your team.
No, we
I'm
did
gonna
say
you're
take
out
that.
it?
I'm gonna take the despair, betray a trusted friend, ally the team, etc. When I asked help for Semiosis for getting these like papers to make this fake identity to try and like break acid rain, he made a push that I give all of the producers' financial records over. And I did.
Great. That clock is
Eh,
filled.
Yep.
What's your silver lining?
My silver lining is to sign a surprising or unlikely outcome. I'm gonna play it to the way HB did this though, which is like, yeah, Semiosis is just gonna like pull you like under like his wing in a weird way and protect you from the feds in spite of this, based on how this all went.
Yes, you're sort of a catch me if you can situation.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
also, like, the important thing here is, like, everyone knows I did this. Is the big thing I want, like, here. Like, obviously, like, Minnie doesn't because she's gone, but, like, BB and...
I
Mm,
maybe that's part of why I leave.
maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to wrap that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
I don't know,
15
like...
minutes.
Hmm.
Go, keep talking.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how everyone learns about this. But maybe it's, like... Oh, you know
I
what
think,
it is?
I think
Oh,
could it be Semiosis openly declaring that you did it?
Yeah, to
Oh,
like
what a-
producer later.
Fuck her. Okay, yeah. Okay.
It's like the classic move when you're like trying to like pin somebody down. You go like, oh yeah, like your buddy grasped on you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, you're fucked. We got the evidence on you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to take the level 2 condition bullet wound as Architect shoots you in the fucking shoulder.
Hey, I was gonna do that. God damn it.
I can still do it. There's a whole other shoulder for you to shoot.
There's a hole in their shoulder, it's
There's
true.
a hole in her shoulder.
Additionally, Architect is going to tick her clock one more time to give everybody the level 1 condition, except for Splatter, who has wisely left the situation. To
What an
to give
ass.
everybody the level 1 condition castled.
Yeah, I'm gonna use heavy armor on those.
Hey, I already have that condition. What happens?
Well, you take the level 4 condition, lost forever.
Well, I don't have a level 3 yet. So I do think
I'm saying right now it's a level 4. It's a narratively appropriately. It's a narrative
Cool.
appropriate.
I have to resist this.
Unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Desperate times.
Cool. I think that it's just BB pushing her thoughts of her, her time with Architect and her time doing good for the community into the art, and it just starts bubbling up everywhere that Architect can see.
Go ahead and roll resist for me, please.
Uh-huh. And would you call this an affinity resist using my powers?
Yes, indeed.
Cool. All right. Am I still gonna take the -1 on that?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, cool, good.
If it sounds like I'm gleeful about inflicting cruelty upon your friends here, it's because I am.
Yeah, it's because you are coffee. Masochism for charity. Sadism for charity, excuse me.
Hey, I just played for the crowd here. Come on.
Blood
Come
splatter.
on! It's the crowd's
That's too
birthday.
stress.
I stress out.
Well, there's only one thing it could be, isn't it?
Yeah. Cool. I suffer a fate worse than death. BB watches every moment that happens through the art in the zone in real time for the amount of time that has been passed.
Great.
So she gets an artistic, brutal impression of what happens in Point Peninsula.
Rose, do you want to know
Yeah.
what's fucked up?
Yeah, what's
You
fucked
take
up?
a level 2 condition.
Yeah, so I require help instead of going to level 4.
Well, no, it's you reduced it down to a level 3, and then on top of that, you take a level 2 condition. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to kill your guy. Oh God.
I mean, level 4 doesn't mean killing your guy. It means losing something forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I take the level 4 condition, paint stripped. I lose my powers. I just get ejected from the zone, bereft, totally robbed, but haunted by the memory of everything I've seen.
God's broken heart has cut you off.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy, get out of here. You've had enough for tonight.
Now, what's your silver lining, please?
Hey, what's my level 3 harm? Just to keep our bookkeeping good.
Your level 3 harm is media madness.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Jesus Christ. Well, good things, folks. You didn't tick Endbringer arrives. We've got 10 minutes left.
Could I return earlier somehow?
No. I mean, like, you
No?
want to be in the scene, you can be, but like, you're gonna be fucked up. Is the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I meant when I exit the bubble, can I have exited sooner?
Oh yeah, totally.
Cool.
So here's what happens. You manage to stop the 11th hour's plans, but you don't actually restore God's broken heart. And because of that, time dilation gets wonky. You spend the 10 years that the 11th hour sought to live inside. HP, did I tell you your level 2 condition yet?
Yes, hold.
Yes. And in those 10 years, America has suffered a tremendous transformation. Call it empire collapse, call it, I believe the political term is balkanization, but whatever.
They got Robert Evans.
Yeah, it got split up real bad. And Point Peninsula has become its own sort of territory surrounding Lake Ontario. And you emerge into this new world, which has its own interpretation of capes as relics of the past, no longer representing the future of society, but instead a sort of regressive tendency. Such is the way with punks like these, whose self-interest reigns above all, I suppose. You either sell out or you die young. Is
Wow.
that?
Some of us did both.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
And on
didn't
that,
sell out. I went to the pen.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, maybe I did. I guess I'm still technically like a free person. I'm just now I now move money for symbiosis.
Hey,
And unlike the bleakness of this particular game ending, which I did not anticipate, despite how ragged I run these poor players, in reality, there is still change to be affected, and we would appreciate your continued donations to medical assistance for Palestinians. Again, every single dollar that is donated matters in both the immediate and long term of the revitalization and freedom of Palestine. I'm going to read out some donations before we move to break. Does that sound good with everybody?
Yep.
yep.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta say, I do feel like it kind of works out because at least now producer can make fun of the 11th hour some more.
It seems like we have not gotten any new donations. I would like for that to change, folks. So again, we're going to continue accepting donations for. Oh my goodness, we actually got more. One from Matthew Goose. Matthew Goose Dial. That's £10. It says, "Let's go roll plus bond." We got 100 from Anonymous and 25 from Mike.
Hey, Mike.
That brings us to a total of £4,313, folks. We're almost all the way there into our new goal of $4,700. I think we can get there by the end of the night. I would like to thank everybody for letting us have this opportunity to play out on stage, despite how depressing it turned out. And I would also like to thank Anna Murphy and Rosetta Puya Divine for making this incredible game. I think it's my favorite Fortune in the Dark system. And I encourage everybody to not only pick up a copy, but maybe send a couple of bucks their way, just because they did such a fucking great job. And again, donations mean everything. I think we're good to move to break. Does anybody have last thoughts they want to say?
Great
Okay.
times. I
Good
really
times.
enjoyed
Yeah,
this.
good times. Happy joy to all of us here.
Have normal and open communication with the important people in your life so you don't rush into the apocalypse and shoot each other.
True.
Yeah, so true.
Hand in a lovable hand, and I hope you die.
Oh,
What do
I
you
hope
think,
you
Kate?
both die.
copyright.
And that's
At least
that's
Point
Good
it.
night.
Peninsula.
God.
Yeah,
At
I
least
think
Point
we
Peninsula
gotta.
subjugated Kingston, Ontario, and I think that's
Oh,
good
okay,
enough.
we can't. We have to go. We have to go.
Yeah,
Bye,
we go.
everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
everyone.